All right, we live. We live. Let's get this tag in and out the way.
So,
Yes,
because
sir.
I'm the problem.
Yeah, you are.
Ah,
Generally speaking, yeah.
I'm still employed though.
We'll see how long that lasts.
See, wait till the end of the night. The night ain't over yet.
Sure ain't.
the night is still young.
Right.
Still young.
That's a dude.
So what's been up with you, Doc?
Oh man, just watching this absolute dancing on Drake's grave for the past month. I'm sorry, it's everywhere. After I pop out concert this week, and just I'm so enamored with this stuff now. I forgot about it for like a week because I listen to Euphoria like every day. But still, like this is just so weird. All the memes and stuff that's going on about this is crazy. I'm sorry, but yeah,
Mhm.
man, it's been good, man. It's been cool. Like I said earlier, just busy. It's busy as heck. You know, keeping it pushing.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, got that in.
Mhm.
Let me check the sound and everything while we live so I can see how we doing.
I knew it was a whole problem today when I was talking to KK, and she was like, "Yeah, because as long as I'm not in the valley of the shadow of death with like Drake, like if I run into Drake, what should I do?" I was like, "Run, run. You're a minor. Never be in the room." She was like, "But what if he offers me money?" I'm like, "Most definitely, run, run, child, run."
I mean, as horrible as it is, it sounds like she's about that age for him. I ain't saying he did it or nothing, but I ain't saying he didn't either.
You're like I'm young.
And she was like, "So what's that other guy's name? That old guy?" I was like, "Jesus."
Wow.
She was like, "Was it R. Kelly or something? Like, what did he do?" I was like, "Same thing, except worse." Once
Yeah,
again, another person you are not allowed to be alone in the room with.
yeah. R. Kelly got hard evidence.
Right.
Let's not act like Mr. Drake does not have hard evidence too. Let's
he has
not
he
let's
has
not act.
soft evidence.
No,
Hard
no,
evidence.
no, no. That's hard
It
evidence.
was
Hard
soft
evidence.
evidence.
No,
It's
because
not urination evidence, but it is hard evidence. That's
DNA is hard evidence. That's hard.
the videotapes that I've circulated, but with him and some of these other youngins, it's hard evidence. Sorry. It's like when what's her name was grabbing all up on Justin Bieber when he was a minor. No, this is hard evidence, Pippin. I'm sorry. They could talk about what the age of consent in overseas is 16. I don't care, bro. Nah. There's some hard evidence. Again, I ain't saying he is, but just some hard evidence looking that way. Let me put it like this. We have enough to take it to a grand jury and a grand jury to say, let's take this bad boy to trial. There's enough evidence there to do that.
I don't know, but it's well, it's by the way everybody is dancing on Drake's grave now. I mean, that's pretty much evidence that I think everybody believes it. So the cops, though, man, cops, I don't know.
Right.
Cops still maybe a little paid off.
When you make the kind of money Drake made, you can pay some cops off here and there.
Exactly.
I ain't saying he did it, but I ain't saying he didn't either.
Yeah. But I think that's what everybody's saying. we ain't saying he doing it, but we ain't saying he ain't doing it either. you know, certified
I
level boy,
personally think there's
certified
more evidence again.
Ugh.
Here's where I'm leaning to it. Personally, there's a lot more evidence to him for me than there is towards the late great Michael Jackson. If I had to put the two cases up against each other, I'm saying
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
brings a whole new meaning to BBL Drizzy. I'll tell you that.
I mean, you don't got no kids that you can redirect their testimony to make it sound like he doing some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know, yeah. uh, the way they did Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? They coach
Yup.
these kids up, you know what I'm saying? They parents coach these kids up, you know what I'm saying? And then you got one of them that just couldn't leave it alone, flip flopping like 3 different times. So This is what you get.
Such is life. Well, not my life. So
Yeah, right.
I almost said such is life, but not mine. Not mine. Not mine. Not mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So I guess since executive producer ain't got nothing for you, we gonna go ahead.
Oh, that was the co-opening.
That was. Yeah, you normally have an icebreaker or something. It's okay.
Oh.
All right, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't need your job. It's okay. Don't worry about doing your job. You know. Yeah. And she was just bragging about not being fired. You know, don't worry about doing your job. It's okay. I'll do your job for you. Don't worry about it. This is a good place. This sounds like a good place as any to start. So let's get started with the Real Talk podcast.
This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk. Real Talk. This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk. Real Talk. Real Talk.
All right. Welcome to another edition of the Real Talk podcast. I, as always, am your host, Jesse Jones. It's been a long time, folks. Been almost a month since our last episode. I do apologize, but we getting, look on YouTube. Been about a month.
Wow.
Since our last episode. But, life happens, stuff happens, and I be tired. But we try to get more consistent, I promise you. But thank y'all for rocking with us. I'm here with the lovely, the vivacious, the so far keeping her job, even though, she, as far as the cold open's concerned, she might not be, she's on probation. She is our executive producer. She's the one and only Miss Philonda. Say hi to the people, baby.
Hi, family.
And once again, back by popular demand, I'm excited to have my dude back. He is the one, the only. He is the mastermind behind the beat that opens up the Real Talk podcast. He is a beat maker extraordinaire. He's an up-and-coming one. I promise you, watch out, Dr. Dre. Watch out, Swiss Beats. It's coming. The man, the myth, the legend. We used to call him Micatude, the one and only Mike Gibbs, a.k.a. Trek. What's going on, Doc?
What's happening?
V1!
V1! Oh man, those are the glory days right there. But
yeah, I know. I take it back now.
Right. Trey G, we back at it, baby. We back at it. We're gonna have some fun tonight.
Yo, I'm gonna put these headphones in because you low on our end. I know the folks can hear you.
Hold on. Yeah,
my volume don't come up too loud on my computer, so we're gonna.
All right, a little close to the mic.
Put my headset in. Okay.
It's a shame as soon as we started.
Right, we were just fine.
No, it's not that he's low. It's not so much that Mike is low. It's that as soon as we get started, the volume decided that hey, we don't want y'all to hear him no more. And I'm like, that's not okay. I don't like that at all. I want to be able to hear him. So but what it is. There we go.
Testing 1 2.
Plus, I hate having his headphones, and you're not gonna. I tell you this every time. You're not gonna be able to hear you.
I always
You're only gonna be
do
able to hear the guests.
Don't judge me.
You see why? You see.
There you go. Okay.
You see why she's almost fired every week. Every time we have a podcast, she comes this close. Each and every time to get fired. This is what it is.
But I keep coming back.
But yeah, you keep coming back because we live in the same house. I mean,
Look, at this rate, I'm kind of like chlamydia in Houston.
Yo.
For those of y'all visiting Houston this weekend, just eat the restaurants. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
I'm hearing them LA prisons ain't no joke either. AIDS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's prison. She shouted out a whole state. I can understand prison, but God, dog.
Hey.
Yo, don't ever go to Texas. Don't H-Town looking for you. That's all I know. The comments that were just made were by Philonda, and they belong to her and her alone. I have nothing to do with the chlamydia comments that are accurate in Houston. So please do not come looking for Jesse. Please make sure you look for Philonda, not the female, not the male. The one, our cup size is too different. Look for the one with the bigger cup size. I got an A. She got a Z. We get two different. Look for that one, okay? Y'all, H-Town. I got your. I love y'all, H-Town.
Hey, fun fact. I heard Texas is the capital of boob jobs.
Interesting.
I can believe that.
Texas.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they do like everything bigger.
I'm hearing San Antonio is actually the biggest city for boob jobs. Real talk.
Wow.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas.
Texas.
They said they like everything bigger. That's what they say.
I guess so.
Right. Everything big.
If I ever get short on money.
That's probably why you got so much chlamydia.
Well, hey. I'm not touching that with 10 foot pole. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Out of BBLs, who knows? Hey. Oh, H-Town, man. What's going on at H-Town, man?
She saw some stat. I forget. Say it again.
I said, chlamydia, you don't want that.
At all.
No. Man. Okay.
Right. That's well, yeah. I don't know how to transition from that one. I'm usually good with my transition game, but I don't know how to transition out of that one.
I was trying to find one. I was like,
you like, nope, I got nothing for that.
Yeah,
I got.
I don't got no.
That's right there with that song, Mike. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I got. It's a horrible transition, but it's gonna work. I'll make it work. So, since H-Town dealt with that chlamydia, and chlamydia is something that if a female has it should make a dude soft. Cardi B out here also talking about soft stuff. This soft generation. I told you it's gonna be hard, but I was gonna make it work. I was gonna tie it in together. Yo, I wish I knew her real name. I wish I took the time or cared to look up her real name. I appreciate Cardi B, whatever your real name is.
Bill,
I appreciate you, ma'am.
I don't want to missay.
She went. That's why I said I'm not even gonna deal with it. Her name is Cardi B for right now because I look. And the reason I wanted to know her real name was because I don't feel like the statement she made.
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Bill Callis Marlenis Almanzar.
Yeah, I ain't saying none of that. Yeah, I get why she go by Cardi B now.
I butchered it. It's Bill Callis Marlenis Almanzar. I have no idea.
Living la vida loca.
Look, she didn't marry too well as far as last names go too, because his name is Cephas. Like that is the oldest.
That's an old slave name.
Cephas. I'm like,
whoo, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. That's what his name is. But I appreciate Cardi B. She went, if y'all have not heard, she went on a rant this past week because there has been a law passed. And essentially what the law states is that every young man 18 to 26, at the time they turn 18, will automatically be registered for the military. It's their way of doing a soft draft. So if you're already registered, all they got to do is call you, and you got to go or go to jail. And Cardi B, I wish I had thought. You know what? I think I'm gonna try and get it now. I'm gonna try and cue this bad boy up because she went on a tirade. I'm stealing it from the Breakfast Club. She went on, and I just appreciate everything she said about it. When I tell you, my heart just started to flutter towards her. It just did, because
Cardi B is a lot more sharper than people think she is.
she
absolutely.
Yeah, she's way more sharper than people think she is. She don't a lot. When she first started getting famous, she didn't really come off like that. But as you started to see her, as her career grew and stuff like that, you started to understand she's way more sharper than people think. Way more sharp. She knows a lot of stuff. She's not an idiot.
At all.
People be like, oh, she should be speaking. I was like, no, somebody has to. Like,
Somebody
just because somebody has to.
You need somebody like her.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So this comes from the Breakfast Club. And Cardi, I appreciate you, ma'am. I really do. With everything in my heart, I appreciate you. This is what she said. Let's get that up. Do it like that.
Can I hear it? I can hear it. Okay. Beep, beep.
So she said that, and I promise you, with my whole heart, I was like, "You tell the truth," because it got me to thinking about so many of the differences between our generation. Because the three of us, we about the same age bracket, um, and you know, so we around the same age bracket. And the generation's a little is you know, generation behind is a little slow. They're a little slow. They're a little slow. Oh, hold on. Yeah, Mike, go ahead and adjust that a little more. My boy,
Oh
Jay Jordan.
no!
Yeah.
No! Hold up. Let me adjust that even better. Let me make sure you see the as clear as possible. I ain't taking this hat off for nada.
Here's the fun part. Jay Jordan, he's a member of the Pastors Crew. He's 1/3 of the Pastors Crew that does the podcast with me, right? He is a Columbus, Ohio native, born and raised, and is a Michigan fan.
Oh, how did that happen? What
Die hard Michigan fan.
What?
Matter of fact, this weekend he's in Ohio right now. He's in Columbus,
Really?
Ohio right now.
It must you know, over exaggerating him a little bit, or it must have just, you know, came down on him so hard. You're like, man, I can't take all this damn Ohio State fandom. You know, it is what it is. You just got to deal with it, homie. I'll stay football all the way, bro. Love it.
He has been talking up this next season like it is
Oh, I know
already
he is.
underway.
After last season, I'm sure he is talking tons of shit.
He's talking to Pete and everything.
Man, I got what, 2-3 wins in 20 years? Come on, bro. All right, I know it. Go Blue for life. Hey, I get it. I got a little respect for Michigan, but hey, it is what it is, man. Y'all getting stomped out in the last 2 decades, bro. Y'all got y'all nice little win last year. It's cool. It's all good. Last year and the year before, it's all good. True Michigan fan. Okay. You got to have your national championship. Hey, you got to have a little respect for the enemy. I got just a little respect. Just a little respect for the enemy. I got no problem with that.
I am a well-broadcast, well-known Ohio State and Michigan hater, but I love watching y'all argue because it's fun watching you two destroy each other. As somebody who's born and bred in Pittsburgh, though I do not support Pittsburgh teams, except for the Penguins. I'm bred to hate everything Ohio and bred to hate everything Michigan as a result as well. So I love this.
Yep, one of the best rivalries in sports, baby. Haven't beat us this decade.
It's one of the most overhyped rivalries in sports. I ain't gonna say it's the best.
Overhyped? Come on, man.
I didn't stutter. I did not stutter.
Come on, man.
I did not stutter.
Can't do it.
Yeah, no. Y'all are the most overhyped rivalry in all of sports. People as a person who went to Aliquippa, you know, Ty Law is a Michigan alum, Aliquippa native. He used to say that Ohio State to Michigan is not even their true rival. Michigan State is. So that's what. Listen, that what the man got a Heisman Trophy. I can't argue with him.
I can. I don't care. He got Heisman.
He played for it. He played for the team.
little brother is not barely a rival. I mean, yeah, y'all rival because you're on the same state, but that's it.
Hey, hey. I'm just telling you what the man said. He said the players on the squad, they don't look at O State like O State looks at Michigan.
But I ain't a Michigan fan. I ain't ever played for Michigan. I ain't ever rooted for Michigan. If the Michigan people feel that way, y'all entitled to y'all how y'all feel.
So my statement becomes: how can it be the best rivalry in sports if only half of the rivalry considers as a rivalry?
I said one of them. I said one of the best.
I can't put it as one of.
This is one of my best rivalries. And maybe it's just an opinion thing, but of course it's gonna be an opinion thing for us Ohio State fans.
he said in 2020 that changed. Yeah, because y'all started winning in 2020. That's why.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, and everybody got sick.
Man, that COVID turned the world upside down.
Right. It turned the world upside down. We had an world, and we had an extinction level event. It took that just for y'all to start winning.
Wow.
On us that changed. I can feel that. That's some what they call that bulletin board material. When somebody say they're gonna drop 100 on you, you know what I'm saying? I totally get it. I'm sure that changed your whole move. Oh, we gonna drop 100 on us? Oh, get the fuck out of here. That ain't happening. I'll be pissed too. You're supposed to be pissed. That was the whole point.
All I can say is, as a Florida State fan, and I know we ain't won nothing in a long time, all I can say is Miami nor the Gators have ever had the fortitude to open their mouth up and say they're going to drop 100 on us because they know better. Y'all got rivalries talking about y'all dropping 100 on each other. Something wrong with that. That's why I can't be. That's why it's the most overhyped rivalry in all the sports. Overhyped. But back to Cardi B. Back to Cardi B.
And the hip shakers.
I holistically agree with her that this generation is soft. Everything about them soft as Angel soft toilet paper. Just soft. Soft as s'mores without the graham cracker on top of it. Like, just soft. Soft and go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. I mean, do we need to get into the reasons why that is? I mean, are we getting into the reasons?
Yeah, why not?
Well, it's a lot of different things. It's a ton of different things, man. I mean, all of us. I mean, do these kids even go outside?
No, because they're all allergic to outside.
Yeah, real talk. Like, I don't even like I'm saying, I'll be driving around. Like, I ain't seeing that many people outside like you used to be.
Unless it's in a pool. I don't see no kids outside.
Right. And I barely see any kids outside. Period. You know what I mean? Our parents used to make us go outside.
Bro.
Our parents be like, man, if you don't get your ass out of this house, and your parent ain't want to see you until the street lights came on. Like, what the fuck are you doing in this house? You ain't supposed to
go outside and play. Exercise, do something.
Right, go do something. Go find something.
Get out my face.
Get out my face.
Yo, I remember one summer, my mom, she was sick of me and my two older brothers. So she concocted a scavenger hunt around the city. And she contacted some friends of the church to help her with it. So she told them what clues to find and whose house to send us to next. And we had to walk the city to find stuff in 80-degree weather just because she was sick of us being in the house, bro. We left at noon and came back at 7:30. And you know what our prize was? Some ice cream from the ice cream truck.
Not too bad after 80-degree weather, but still.
I mean, as a kid, yeah, but looking back at it, I'm like, really? You had me walk up? You know how many miles that was for a walk?
Yeah, back then, ice cream was a nice little reward after a hot day. You used to get older, you're like, man, that wasn't enough.
These kids don't know nothing about that.
These kids don't walk no more. Like, they can't.
Right. Hey, they not even walking everywhere no more. You go over to a place like Europe, they walk everywhere. You know what I mean? Most of them don't even got cars. You know, they walk everywhere. Here in America, you know, drive everywhere. Everybody got
Uber.
cars. Uber, yep. Now we got Uber
We
now.
calling Ubers for 7 and 8 year olds.
We got DoorDash now. You know what I mean? So people ain't going out to get food now. You know what I'm saying?
Do
know,
you
so
remember when takeout was a luxury? Like, and I mean like delivery takeout. Back in the day, there was only two things that really delivered to your house. It was
Pizza and
Chinese and
Chinese.
pizza. Yeah. And you better hope the pizza that you liked was in your area because they wasn't coming if it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yep, definitely.
And don't live in one of my neighborhoods. Growing up in the South Side of Chicago,
Oh,
they're like, "Now you
bullets.
know we don't deliver there."
Trying to get me robbed.
Right.
Yeah, we had a
living
little spot like that in Akron too. It's called the V. You know, my I had an aunt, and actually I had like 3 relatives live down there. I used to be down there every weekend. Yeah, we knew we wasn't getting pizza in that neighborhood. It wasn't happening. Like, we're not coming down there. if you ain't ordering from some place that's already around there, you screwed, bro. Period. You know. But yeah, I mean, you know, everybody used to like I said, like, everybody used to get outside because your parents understood when you got outside, it helped you deal with the world a lot better. You know what I mean? If you're sitting inside, you can't deal with the world. It's so like when you a kid and you're crawling, you know, on the floor and stuff like that as an infant, the reason why it's advantageous for you to do that is because you can get used to the bacteria and stuff on the floor. You know what I mean? As a kid, because when you're a kid, your immune system is stronger. You know what I mean? Or I want to say stronger is more, let's say, more absorbent. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier for your body to get used to stuff. So you think about that as a kid. If you get used to being outside, you're going to be a little bit more used to danger, because as soon as you walk outside, you in danger. So these kids don't go outside, you know, because everybody got tablets, everybody got cell phones, everybody got computers. You got to get your kids outside, man.
You reminded me of what this comic used to say. I forget who the comic was, but he talked about this, and he talked about how it back in the day you would go outside with nothing and go play in the woods and be fine. Step outside today without your cell phone, and you will lose. These kids will lose their minds. Oh my God, I can't get. How do I find? We would go exploring and find stuff.
Yep.
Skip rocks in the creek.
Yeah, you talk about the woods, right? When we went outside, I used to tell you how I used to be big martial arts fans. I had a friend with martial arts. We used to take sticks and fence with them.
Right.
That was the type of stuff. That was the type of stuff that we did when we went outside. We found stuff to do. You know what I mean? That's why we found games. We play free for all. We play curveball. We found tons of stuff to do outside. We made games up.
Because you had to have an imagination. Like, your parents be like these kids was like, some kid I heard was like, yeah, because my mom she doesn't respect me because she didn't buy me a $250 Nerf gun. I was like, I just want to hit you with a ball. That's it. Like, you ain't lived until like you done played dodgeball with like a basketball. Because we used to bust each other up. I'm like, what is wrong with these kids?
Soft. And you expect these kids.
And you want to give them guns?
Who all they have seen on TV are people playing with guns. So they going out, they trying to go out in the war shooting like this.
Because
feeling like this is how we supposed to. Bro, this.
Oh, and they're the we know generation.
Of course, you can't tell them nothing.
Oh, because I play Call of Duty.
Yo. Where's my ammo pack?
Until you see your
you gotta get out the area. I got a care package coming.
Right. I'm like, they not gonna make it. They not gonna make it. The first time you see someone get a limb blown off, you're not gonna make it.
Even before that, can you imagine, because they are the know-it-all generation, can you imagine how they'll entreat the sergeant or their TO when they get to boot camp? the conversation they'll try to have.
Well, these days
you are triggering me. I don't think I like that you're triggering me.
Well, I don't know if you know these days, but the military has become even softer. Even the military has become softer because they know the generation is softer. R. Lee Emery from Full Metal Jacket ain't walking through that door no more. You remember Arlie Emery?
Yes, I do.
Look like best side of your ass walked down the crack of your mama's ass crack. You ever saw Full Metal Jacket? The look of Full Metal Jacket. The first hour of the movie is the best and only part of the movie you really need to watch. It's all because of Arlie Emery in the military scene and how he treated the heck out of him.
I'll meet you, Full Metal Jacket, and I'll take you probably something more Black Universal as well. Major Sergeant Winifred Payne is not walking through the door.
Right.
He ain't walking. He ain't walking through the door.
Oh, they know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You good? You good?
Yeah. They know this generation is soft. That's why they're doing things to make the military more soft and make the military, as soft as possible, so it could be better for people's sensibilities, because people got soft sensibilities these days. It is what it is. We can't handle nothing.
Meanwhile, our enemies are harder.
The
Russians, the Chinese,
North
Koreans.
Oh man, listen. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I know this is this kind of a little off topic, but it's gonna be heat. The Chinese.
Look at that. They decided to cut you off. As soon as
you
you better watch your mouth. You better apologize, Mike. You better apologize. You frozen, Doc. You frozen. That is hilarious. That the moment he starts mentioning the Chinese, they said, no, you ain't gonna talk about us. And cut it.
Wow.
Yo, you might need to restart, Doc. You might need to restart yourself because
you're not about to tell none of our business.
And still frozen. Let me text him. Let him know it's still frozen.
Yeah. There you go. You back.
There we go. You got it?
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, you back.
There you go.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to say those people.
Yeah, because as soon as you start to talk about them, you got just for the frozen.
Yeah, all right. My bad.
Well, we know who this stream is brought to you by.
Yeah, right. Ain't no telling. I was just trying to say, ain't no telling how many them sleeper agents is here already in the country. They hard. Okay, they hard. They teach they people to be hard. North Koreans, get out of here. Russians, they ain't playing around. Huh?
At all.
No.
And you want this TikTok? I love how she put these booty shaking TikTok generation to go up and pum at the Russians, at the Chinese, at the North Koreans, at the Middle Easterners, at the Pakistanis, and all of that, bro.
Man, these people ain't gonna be able to shoot off a volley without having to check their cell phones.
First of all, the first time that they get told that they actually have to put a belt on and not wear their pants below their butt,
Bro,
it's a whole problem, because you can't run from enemy combatants with your pants down. Like,
no, here's what it will be. They'll be out in the middle of the field. Turn around. #wartime. Like taking selfies of themselves in the field and then getting shot. Like, this is why? And so my suggestion has always been, it's been for years, it still is. My suggestion has been, you want some folks to fight? Go to the jails. Send them to fight, and here's what you do. You still allowed to be semi-voluntary, and you tell any one of them who sign up, we knocking time off your books.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For every 6 months you serve, we will knock off 2 months of your sentence.
Hey, yeah, man. 6 to 12-year contract, depending on your sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Or some of these wonderful Trump supporters, because if you got time to run the Capitol, you got all these military grade weapons. You seem like the perfect people who want to fight for America. Please have at it. Send them over. Show them America's strength. Like, yeah, it's not a thing. Like, you can't send them. The minute they started wearing leggings and spraying on hairlines and wearing makeup, foundation, and be straight. Like, I'm not talking about the LGBTQIA community. I'm talking about these are straight. They identify as straight and be wearing foundation. No, these are not the right ones. These are not the peoples.
Yeah, it's a lot of soft stuff going on in this generation, like a mother, And like I said, I mean, these people can barely handle a joke.
Right.
You can't handle jokes. You know what I mean? How you gonna handle war? I mean, all of us come from neighborhoods where they're almost like war torn countries. Some of us come from neighborhoods where it's rough as heck. You know what I mean?
But
So,
even they can't
yeah,
survive like
that's what I
real
was about
war.
to say. Even them, like they can't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't take
Right.
it. People can't follow orders or nothing. You know what
No.
I'm saying? No
No.
respect for authority. So you got no respect for authority. You can't follow orders. Soft as heck. You can't take a joke. I mean, yeah, this generation is it ain't it, man. Not for no war. I don't think they built for this generation. Is definitely not built for war.
No.
Definitely
No.
That was Ashley.
And
That was
Oh.
Ashley. Yeah.
I was like, and I'm like, no. And the military needs to internally get their own stuff together before we start over here trying to train some new soft newbies. I was like, y'all still can't, y'all want this, but then y'all got volunteers who are women. Because if I hear about one more woman who has survived sexual assault, but is being reprimanded, harassed, no laws, no getting no justice whatsoever. Y'all can't handle that. But you want to put guns in the hands of Donquelius, who can't read and wear skinny
John
jeans.
Qualius?
No. We can't do this. Like he's barely making it out of high school. He has not done anything. You're still trying to get him in therapy so he could learn how to have emotional intelligence. And you want to put an assault rifle in his hand and send him into the desert, and he don't even know how to get where. I love children, and they're so open and honest, and they
I
let
can't
us
tell
know.
you love children the way you talking about that.
No, like they're so open and honest about our failures as parents. Because I was having a conversation with the child, and I was like, yeah, because where does your food come from? And they were like, the grocery store. I was like, so what if there are no grocery stores? Then I'm going to die. Because I was like, but where does the grocery store get the food from? She was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, so let me explain to you where meat comes from and where vegetables actually come from.
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
grocery stores weren't always a thing.
Nah, I got to put that as a failure as a parent and the school system.
It's true.
That you don't know what that I'm sorry, that ain't on the kid. That's the failure of parents and school systems, that you don't know where the food that hits your grocery store comes from.
Yeah.
I thought you would get ready to say, hey, they don't know how to farm. I was about to say, well, I'm gonna die too because I don't know how to farm either. I'm not growing no tomatoes. First of all, I don't eat tomatoes, so I ain't growing tomatoes. Second of all, let me tell you the truth. And I'm not skinning nothing that I have to kill. So, hey, look.
And it's a whole bunch of, I'm sorry, there's a whole bunch of vegans now. And so if they won't kill, if I got a problem with killing cows, and may he live well, whoever the dead cow is, in my belly. But if you can't do that, there's no way you could take a human life. Like, you're not going to make it. There's no way you could really, because let's be honest with it. As much as our government says that our military is not sanctioned to torture, they are. They're trained to do that. It's called interrogation.
The comments that have just been made of Philanders and Philanders alone, they do not reflect the views of the Real Talk podcast. Please, Big Brother government, please do not shut me down or cancel it. I did not say it.
Yeah.
She will be fired if you need me to fire her, Big Brother.
I can go
No,
much further than that. I don't want to do that.
Right. But I come from a military, like years and years of, especially the Marine Corps. Like, I have a lot of my family members who are retired, long gone, military Marines. Like, the way that they have came back, like, these children are not ready for. And our government hasn't changed. The wages are barely better, and they're not even livable. Like, the benefits are terrible. Their healthcare system is terrible.
And for
people,
veterans, That's
Right.
insane.
For the veterans, the people who have put their life on the line for this country, and we still don't give them their just due.
Right. This is
And
weird.
and you want to give the TikTokers guns? This ain't gonna work.
Yo,
Because they like to be compensated for, right. They look, I got to get my views, because if I don't get my views and I'm not getting paid and I'm not going to get a real job, why would I work when you going to give me money? The government is not going to hit your Cash App up because you had 1,000 followers in your live stream. Like, no.
What's that ball, the basketball player's name got caught with the gun? Morant, John
Yeah.
Morant. They gonna walk around. Why can't I get a gun like John Morant? I don't know if you saw the video. The gun was like this big.
Yeah.
Hey man, he didn't go be
Because
"Where's
this
my
is
little gun?
heavy.
I can't do it. I can't do it. This is.
You have something else?
You want me to clean this? Oh.
Right. Clean the. No. And this is where you lose a bunch of them. What do you mean I have? Like roll call, I gotta be up and ready before 6 a.m.
Mass majority of them going to wash out of basic training.
Absolutely.
Training, bro. First
This generation is good for a lot, but fighting is not it. Fighting, shooting, any of that, this is not what they do well at all. And so this is what the government want to do. They want to take them and say, hey, we want y'all? Really?
This is the one time that I vote that we send the Proud Boys. We send the January 6th insurrectionists. I feel like they should volunteer first. We should send them first. You know, these 12, the 9-year-olds that are out there in the backyard shooting off the AKs because it's our right to bear arms. Let's send them first.
Well, you know,
we have a better chance.
This country ain't really seen no war. You know what I mean?
Right.
Other than World War II, you know, all the other wars we've been in are basically proxy wars. You know,
right.
We haven't really seen no actual bread in the thing. Yeah, we gotta go fight type of war. You know what I mean? Nobody want to go to Vietnam. Nobody want to go to Korea or nothing like that. You know, Iraq and stuff like that. Like, these are proxy wars. So these aren't even wars that we're even really fighting for anything. We just doing it just because we already trying to flex our muscle and shit. So
right.
So people are already in their mind like, why the fuck are we even doing this? Like, we killing each other over dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So people are already in mind skeptical of being in the military that's being ran by these old white dudes. You know what I mean? These old people just collecting money and shit like that, and then sending you off to die for fucking nothing. You know what I mean? So that's another problem too. So a lot of these kids are nice. I mean, these kids, they all got cell phones. Everybody got cell phones. We're in the information age. We know their history. You know the government's history. I'm sorry, government. I'm sorry, big brother.
The views that have just been made of Michael Gibbs and Michael Gibbs alone and do not reflect the Real Talk podcast.
Right. Disclaimer. Yeah, but you know, it's, you know, that thought process, and like you said, just, you know, generation. This generation is not ready for war in any way, shape, or form.
No.
You know, we've had peace too much. You know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know if you always heard the saying, you know, weak men create hard times. Strong men create strong times. You know what I'm saying? Strong men have created weak times. Strong men have created. I'm sorry, did I say that wrong? Weak men create strong times. Strong men create, easy times.
Yeah,
and easy time. And it's been easy for people. You know what I'm saying? Lately, because of people that died in World War II. Those hard men. We don't have enough hard men out here no more. Like I said, like we just talked about Major Payne and Arlie Emery. These men don't exist no more because these men are toxic now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, toxic masculinity is a thing.
Yeah.
A heavy thing. Every other word is it's toxic. It's toxic.
Yes. You don't understand that you need this masculinity. You need these men to teach these boys, because the boys are the one that's gonna fight for you. You know what I'm saying? The boys are the one that's got to protect you. So you need these hard men. A lot of these hard men. I remember football, you know what I mean? And we all had like multiple coaches and stuff like that. You always had that one coach, that old dude, you know what I'm saying? That came from, you know, the 50s and the 60s, you know what I'm saying? And he'd talk shit to you, you know what I'm saying? He'd just torture your ass all throughout football practice.
That was everybody on that was all the coaches on my squad.
That's all the coaches.
All of them.
Yeah, we got at least one or two. You know what I mean? Like I said, usually the older dudes, you know what I mean, that grew up in hard times, that they there to make you hard. You know what I mean? They there to push you. You know what I mean? You need people around to push you and push you hard. You know what I mean? This generation ain't used to that. So when these men come around, they automatically shunning them and say that they toxic and stuff like that. But you need these men. Huh? There's not enough of these men around.
At all.
Mm-mm.
I miss the days of real men being real men. But if I talk about how I miss those days and things I really want to say,
You will be canceled.
I absolutely will be canceled.
You'll be canceled. Remember when you used to be intimidated by your dad?
My dad's dead and I'm still scared of him.
Yeah. I didn't have my dad around, but I was still a little scared of my grandfather, even though he was the nicest guy in the world. But you know, he come from these hard times. This is a dude that could, this dude fix stuff. So his grip was like a freaking Tongan grip. Yes. Hard men, bro. Hard men. You know? So man.
We don't watch this transition. So the fact that we have lost the art of having real men has also contributed to the fact that we have lost the art of intelligent statements being made by so-called real men. Because Fat Joe has decided to open his mouth when nobody asked this man to open his mouth and say anything, but has decided to say, yo, can we get past Chris Brown beating the dog snot out of Rihanna? It's been 15 years. Let's get over it. Because if it wasn't for that controversy, he would have been Michael Jackson today. And there's no greater hit maker. There's no greater artist. There's no greater dude better than Chris Brown right now. Let's give this man his flowers. He's had no controversy since. And I want to say to Fat Joe, do you read? Let's just start with, do you read? I'm not even going to deal with the fact that Chris Brown has had a few more scandals with women in the last since Rihanna. 15, 20, 30, whatever. He's had a few more. Let's just deal with the fact you said there's no greater hit maker than Chris Brown. And I'm not even a fan like that of this person, but the last time I checked, there was this artist who controls the world right now, black world right now. What's her name?
The world. Beyonce.
Yeah, that chick, her. Mm-hmm. She is a greater hit maker than Chris Brown. But then there's the white chick who just decided to throw everything out of line for the NFL. She took over everything. Taylor Swift. Like, how are you saying there's no greater hit maker? Chris Brown is not in the same category. If you take the best of his catalog and the worst of Beyonce's catalog, Beyonce still trumps him.
It's true.
How,
he said there's no great
this?
hit maker. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Let me.
I listened to the whole thing. I listened to the whole thing. Yeah. He said no great. I mean, honestly, man, anybody around our age or older than us should know better. They all grew up around Michael Jackson. We all saw people passing out at all of his shows. We all remember that Michael Jackson was the king and nobody could dispute it. He was the king hit maker. He is the king hit maker. There's no comparison. I'm sick of I was sick of it when people were talking about Usher and Justin Timberlake and all these other people comparing them to Mike. There is no comparison. Period. Chris Brown is a thug now. I don't even see now. You're right. Shit. If it wasn't for Kendrick dropping that damn nuclear bomb, he had the hardest diss track this year. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I don't know if we can call Chris Brown a singer anymore or a hit maker anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't really had it. Has he even really had any couple hits in the last
listen,
years?
The only times I've heard of Chris Brown in recent memory has been the diss track and other scandals with women. That's all I've heard from him.
I think a lot of people compare because Chris Brown is really talented as a dancer and singer, but he just hasn't, to me, hasn't lived up to it all the way.
So
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx is talented as a singer. Like
True.
we're not comparing him to Michael Jackson. Stop,
No, we're not.
stop the
We're not.
madness.
Yeah, we got to stop this, man. Some people are just 101, and you just gotta let them go. Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson. Listen, some people are 101, and you just gotta let them be legends on their own instead of always
On
trying
their
to compare
own.
them and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just there is no comparison to Mike, man. It's just no comparison, man. The impact that he's had on music is second to absolutely nobody. No, there's no comparison, period. You know, like I said, that's why I don't get like, do you remember? Like, you remember? I know I remember. I was a little kid. It had a massive imprint on me. I don't understand how anybody, like I said, around my age or older than us who lived through all of this could even keep making these comparisons. It's just weird to me, you know?
But I'm gonna let you speak before I say what I was getting ready to say because I have a reason why. I got ideologies why.
Why?
Okay, so well, at least for Fat Joe anyway, it's the only way you can stay relevant. It's a clickbait comment. Fat Joe, the obeseness has not gotten to his brain that much that he does not remember who Michael Jackson is. So for y'all young people who were not privileged enough to understand the greatness of Michael Joseph Jackson, to understand the epic nature of him, even past Beyonce. Let me help you understand. Michael Jackson was topping charts at a time when hip hop was at its apex. No, I'm not talking about 80s Mike. 90s Mike was also topping charts. Yeah. Check the billboards. Check the billboards. Mike was topping charts in the 90s as well. Mike, see, here's the thing. We get this twisted, and only when we think about Mike, we only think about Thriller, Off the Wall, and Beat It. Because Mike didn't have any other mega albums.
Dangerous and
after those
times, it went hard.
And those were 90s albums.
Yeah, those were 90s albums, yeah.
Mike was topping charts at a time when some of the greatest lyricists we've ever heard in hip hop were doing it. Mike was topping charts at a time when
it's the golden age. It's called the golden age. I don't know about the peak.
Okay. I sound old saying golden age, but I'll give you golden age.
Golden age.
But he was also topping charts at a time when we had some of the greatest vocalists we've ever had.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey,
Oh yeah.
And Mike still stood head and shoulders above the rest. The only comparison, there's only two comparisons in life that I will accept to Michael Jackson and has nothing to do with music. You could compare Michael Jackson to Michael Jordan. You could compare Michael Jackson to Mike Tyson.
Yep.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson was the reason I'm absolutely good with the comparison to Michael Jordan is because Michael Jordan was playing ball at a time where Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, a young Kobe Bryant, he's playing at a time when Clyde Drexler and Magic and all of them, all these other greats. And once Michael Jordan figured it out with a team and got to the championship, he never stopped winning championships.
And just to add to that, he played in a time when the mass majority of stars were all big men.
All big men.
All big men. Guards wasn't really big stars like that. Really, the only other than like Isaiah Thomas and Magic Johnson when he really considered a guard. You know what I mean? He was like 6'9". He could play every position. Other than guys like that, John Stockton, you know what I mean? Guards weren't very prominent. There were some good guards, you know what I mean? We could name names of guys that were really good, but they weren't really stars. Most of the stars were big men. All of those dudes, like the majority of the Dream Team, everybody was all like 6'9", 6'10", 7-footers. He was
all fast.
Big men.
Kept them from rings.
Yep.
He revolutionized basketball because the reason he wasn't picked number one was because they were all like, let's get a big man. Let's get a big man.
Yep.
Michael Jordan said, I am the man. Michael Jackson was doing the exact same thing with music. He was up against these cats, and he still said, I'm Michael Jackson. The only competition Michael Jackson really ever had is Prince.
Yep.
And no disrespect to Prince. Prince is an icon and a legend all his own, but the only reason
May he
that
rest in
that
purple.
was absolutely a competition in some people's minds, not in mine, but the only reason that was kind of a competition is because Prince was an enigma. He was the kind of artist that stood out so much that you couldn't compare him to anybody else. Prince to Michael Jackson is not a comparison. First of all, they are absolutely two separate artists. They both won big. They both were at the top of their game. They both did their thing, but they are nowhere near a comparison. They weren't even playing the same sport.
No, they weren't playing the same genre or nothing. And that reminds me, in the 80s, you know who was big in the 80s? Rock bands. Rock bands were killing in the 80s, and Michael Jackson was murdering all these rock bands.
Of them.
And rock bands are still making money today. Rock bands still make money today through touring. You know what I'm saying? Because of all these rock bands in the 80s, whether Rolling Stones, Kiss, all these, they can still tour and make tons of money today. Michael Jackson was eating them alive. That was none of these people. This dude barely had any colleagues at the top. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't really no comparison. Huh?
So
Go ahead.
This clearly it's got to be clickbait from Fat Joe because he just wants some attention. If you want attention, go ahead and lose some weight again.
I told you he's called obese.
Healthily.
I told you he's called obese
I mean,
Joseph.
he really, yeah, like he.
He's too big to be called Fat Joe. He's obese Joseph. But go ahead.
No, I mean he actually has lost some weight. He's not as big as he used to be.
I mean, you know, Mike Tyson's right hand ain't as strong as his left hand, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
He's still fat. So, you know, but go ahead anyway.
But and we should just call him Joseph because he's older now, and I don't know why we keep calling people little and fat.
But he wants to be called fat. I'm gonna call him what he is.
I'm like, stop that. That's gross.
He wants an adjective. I'm gonna call him what he is. Obese Joseph. But go ahead.
Stop it. So
He's the new OJ.
This comes from a 2022 tweet that he pulled that from by 50 Foreign. I don't know who that is.
Fivio Foreign.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
So. Right. And so this article was posted by Billboard magazine, and they said that back in 2022, to date, Chris Brown has sold 100 million records worldwide, won a multitude of awards, including 2012 Grammy Award for Best R&B, and has accumulated 64 certified platinum or multi-platinum records so far, according to the Recording Industry Association of America. And then they pulled Mike's stats. Michael Jackson sold more than 750 million records worldwide, won 13 Grammy Awards over the span of his career, and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of the Jackson 5 and as a solo artist, receiving American Music Awards Artist of the Century Award. The Guinness Book of World Records even cites the mogul is the most successful entertainer of all time. Not Elvis, not the Rolling Stones, not the Beatles, Michael Jackson. And so we're going to compare Chris Brown to that? It ain't no way. It's not even in the same category.
Here's what makes those numbers even worse. Chris Brown did it in the social media age.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson did it when you had to hear it on the radio. You had to not be lazy, get up and go to a record store when it debuted. Look through the records, look through the CDs, look through the discs, look through the cassette tapes, depending on when you got them. Look through them and find him and hope he wasn't sold out because he was selling out quick.
Yep.
Michael Jackson was the man across 3 decades. The 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. I give him a big portion of the 90s, even though it wasn't the whole 90s. 3 decades. Chris Brown has been the man for a hot summer. What are we talking about? Why is this why did Fat Joe? And it ticks me off more coming from a dude like Fat Joe, who is in the entertainment industry, who's in the music business, who should know better. This goes back to that kind of this generation is soft kind of conversation we were having earlier. Even though Fat Joe is not that generation, it is that generation style comic where we have gotten so far away from greatness that we decide we're going to start disrespecting greatness as opposed to honoring it. We're disrespecting the legend of Michael Jackson by comparing him to anyone. Here's the thing, and this is what I say about Michael Jordan too. The fact that when the comparison is made Everybody's compared to Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan. Nobody else. And that's how you know they're still the man.
Yeah. And you know, and now I hate about this generation when it comes to comparisons and stuff. Why are we not even letting people's career in before we even try to elevate them and compare them to the best and say they the GOAT? Can we even let these people's career in? You know what I'm saying? Like I totally understood why, you know, when like LeBron first came into the league and Michael Jordan used to stop by the story that Stephen A. said about Michael Jordan and Charles Oakley come out the limo and stop him on the street and like, bruh, I got 6 rings, dude. This dude ain't even freaking got. Can he win a ring first? And he already being compared to me? That's real shit. Like, bro, like, why are we so quick to try and elevate people as the best or elevate people as the GOAT or compare people to these people who have built Hall of Fame, insane careers? You know what I mean? Just basically just killed it. You know what I mean? And these motherfuckers' careers ain't even over. And we talking about, next Michael. They Michael Jackson. We should be calling him Michael Jackson. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
And the comparison's not even like it comes out of these wild blue type of comparisons. It's not even like you said, they were comparing LeBron before he even won a championship to Michael Jordan. We got Chris Brown has been in the game, what, 10, 12 years, 15 years, something like that?
Oh,
He's been in the game.
He's been in the game for a minute.
He's over 20 years.
20 years? Okay.
He started young. He started 15, 16 years old. So you guys understand. He started young. So he's been in the game for a minute.
Let's call it 20 years.
Well, he's only
yeah,
no, because he's 35 now. He's
Yeah,
that makes sense. He started
15,
15
years.
Yeah.
years old. Yeah,
Okay.
about 20 years. Give him 20 years.
So he's been in the game 20 years. And this is and Chris Brown will never see this, so I'm not even worried about it. But this is no disrespect to Chris Brown. Chris Brown is an amazing artist.
Yeah, no disrespect whatsoever. Very talented.
The dude been in the game 20 years. At the time Mike has been in the game for 20 years, he hadn't even hit his full stride yet.
No.
What are we comparing here? Mike had more awards as a kid than Chris Brown got right now. Mike was selling more records as a kid than Chris Brown's selling right now. And then Mike went solo. 20 years, by the 20-year mark, this is not a comparison. Like, you have to be on some kind of equal playing field to be a comparison. I was ticked off when I was hearing the comparisons with LeBron and Mike early in his career. I'm still ticked off to this day, like right now. And LeBron's got 4 rings, and I'm like, that's great, but he got 6 losses. And it's not that, you know, being in the finals 10 straight times is not great, because it is. But let's call a thing a thing. You went 10 times and lost 6 of them. You're not even 500 in the finals. Meanwhile. And I know what people will say, y'all know Mike played more than 6 years. Yes, he did. But here's the kicker. When Mike got to the finals, it was guaranteed he was going to win. It was not a toss-up. It was not a question. If he got there, and then he got there once he finally got a team, because yes, you need a team. Oh, well, what about them times he was in Washington Wizards? Y'all don't understand. The man was averaging over 20 points a game as a 40-year-old man who came off retirement with a bad knee.
He was still balling.
Had them in contention.
Yes.
Until he got injured.
If you ask the people that he was playing with, they was like, he was still one of the best players in the league at 40. Like you know, he wasn't as efficient, you know what I mean, as he was, but that's mostly because of, you know, he's 40 and the people he was playing with, you know, the team wasn't very good because it was just starting out, you know what I mean? They had just over to the Wizards, you know, but he was still balling. He was still one of the top players in the league at 40. You know? Huh?
Make this a realistic comparison. This is why I said the only person, if we're gonna talk about, the only person I will even put in the same type conversation as Mike, and it still ain't fair, is Beyonce. And she still ain't in his league. She's outstanding. She's doing what she do. She got the albums, she got the folks passing out, she got the Beehive, all of that crap. She is closing in on being acceptable to be in the conversation.
What y'all think about this country stuff she doing? I ain't heard none of it.
You ain't heard none of it?
I haven't.
Be glad.
I have. I've heard the whole project.
Is it any good?
It's not bad.
I mean, I don't do a lot of country like that. I don't really mess with country like that. So
I actually like country music. I'm really with this generation, especially because this generation of hip hop is not my cup of
Trash.
tea.
Trash. I'll say it for you. It's trash.
You're in Atlanta. You're in the Mecca.
Yeah, we're in the landfill. You're right.
Cold blooded, man. I got customers. I can't say that.
Right.
No, you should be able to make them better, but they trash. Their beats are trash. Their lyrics are trash. Their look is trash. Their name is trash. They ain't living up to nothing. They trash.
Like I can't. I'm still old school, so I still put the value of lyrics and being able to tell stories above stuff that you can mix with a computer. So for me, it's not my cup of tea. Aside from that, so like I said, I'm really trying to get to hear the ear of the people now and what the young people are listening to because I'm interested. Right. But there are some really awesome black country music artists who are not being heard. And this is what they do. They do country music. And so there's some artists out there, if you search them on Instagram and TikTok, like this is what they do. Like this is their genre. And for me, being country purist, you're not gonna hear a lot of their names except for like Mickey Guyton, who did the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But there are plenty of other artists out there, both male and female, who are awesome. So with that being said, I was like, oh hey, Beyonce's main goal is to produce an album in every genre at this point. That's why her last record was a house album. So she's doing country, and rumor is that her next project is a rock project.
I'm here for it.
So I'm here for her. Stretch yourself. Do all the things. Accomplish much stuff that you can afford to accomplish before you die. Die empty. So do all of that. As a country music fan, for people because I wanted people to stop talking crap about her, like, oh my God, that's not country. And then I listened to the album and I was like, that's not country.
But she said it wasn't country.
That's not country.
That's the part that irritates me, that everybody had this argument about her not being country, not a country album. The woman herself said this is not a country album. It's a Beyonce album.
It's a Beyonce album.
It is inspired by country music.
There you go. Yeah.
And so I'm cool with it, and I'm like you. I'm cool with her stretching herself and doing all the different genres. Once again, because to me, that's following in Mike's footsteps. Mike had music in like everybody's genre.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, we talked Darius Rucker. Yeah. See, I mean, Mike, and we talked about earlier. I wanted to bring it back up about how many artists. And how many vocalists, good artists, good vocalists, great singers, dancers, everything that Mike was literally blowing out of the water in the 80s and the 90s. He was blowing people. You talk about Whitney Houston, you know what I mean? Right. All the singers, Gladys Knight, you know what I mean? Freddie Jackson, Luther Vandross. I could go down the list of all the vocalists that you might not even remember. Because
you're not touring in the same city as Michael Jackson. Jackson touring there. You're not touring. You have to cancel your show.
You're not touring at the same time Michael Jackson's touring.
Right. We're not finna cross paths. We're not setting ourselves up for failure. This is not gonna happen.
And he's petty.
Right. He will buy tickets and have your stadium be empty.
Fitty ain't got nothing on his petty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fitty. You ain't got nothing on Mike's petty.
Mike Petty in the background.
Right.
When Fitty is petty, it just embarrasses you. When Mike is petty, you go bankrupt. Like
right.
That's the difference. To have this as a comparison is insanity. It just like I'm being honest. I can't remember a time when anyone around me said Chris Brown is unquestionably the greatest artist of that time.
Yeah.
Pick a year. Not even a decade. Pick a season in a year and tell me that Chris Brown was the best at that time.
It's never
Chris Brown has always been, in my estimation,
especially when he was going up, and we're not gonna forget that he was going up against Usher.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Right.
Right.
Like, in my estimation, it has always been Chris Brown versus Usher, who's better, and it's Usher.
Yep.
And even if you disagree that it's Usher, more people are willing to have that debate than I ever heard people willing to have the debate about Prince versus Mike. Because here's what the Prince versus Mike people have. This was how the camp went. Either you liked Mike and hated Prince, or you loved Prince and was okay with Mike. I don't know any Prince fan who was like, I hate Michael Jackson. I know a bunch of Michael Jackson fans that was like, Prince sucks. And again, no disrespect to Prince. It's just showing you the difference in their greatness.
Yeah.
When you talk about Chris Brown versus Usher or Chris Brown versus Justin Timberlake, it would always be, I like Chris Brown. I like Justin Timberlake. I can like them both. I can like them both. I can like them both. And it was always yeah, he's good, but he's also good. And I can see people would literally, in my school, people literally went to fistfights over Mike versus Prince.
Wow.
Talk crap about Michael Jackson if you want to. You might get socked in the face. And it's not going to be by a nerd. It's going to be by a jock. It's going to be by somebody who can punch. Yeah. Talk about Prince, and you probably gonna get a baseball bat to back and head or something. Like it was that. So to that, when you have that level of fandom, that level of greatness, that level of consistent success, year after year, decade after decade, how dare you disrespect? And you're in the industry. That's the only reason this was a topic for me, because I've heard people say dumb stuff like this before, but it rarely comes from people inside the industry. How dare you disrespect the legend that he is by putting somebody not in his stratosphere in comparison?
So I was looking up on Wikipedia, like the actual listing of sales. And so Michael Jackson, and this is real funny. This is interesting to me. So they keep saying that he's the Michael Jackson of this time. And they were talking about his sales. And Chris Brown's sales were actually a lot better than I thought they would be. But so they were talking about like the top ones. So, of course, the Beatles sold 250 million records or more. And let's see. I got to turn sideways so I can see the chart. So Michael Jackson sold 289.5 million records over his lifetime. So the person that Chris Brown beat, actually, and I didn't think she would be this high, Rihanna, 387.9.
Probably should put Chris Brown beat in the same category sentence as Rihanna. That's not okay. You gotta. He should have said out or was over or.
And I know unpopular, and I'm not making a joke about it in any way. But if you're gonna talk about right, no pun intended. But I mean, for Fat Joe to talk about is the incident, while he was talking about Chris Brown is better. Rihanna. 387.9 million records.
I didn't expect
Chris
that
Brown, way down the line. Of course, under Beyonce, because she's higher than Beyonce, which I'm kind of shocked about.
I don't know why folks are shocked about that. Y'all do know she's got an entire country buying her stuff, right?
She does. So Beyonce is 247.2 million, and Chris Brown, he's under Kanye. Nope, nobody asked for that.
Again, what is we talking about here?
22 million.
Yeah.
He actually has more than Jay-Z. I didn't know that. That's interesting. But he's 222 million.
Yeah, but see, Jay-Z, most of Jay-Z's sales came at a time when hip hop was still trying to make the come up.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't at the apex of sales and stuff like it is now. It was like Mike said, he was in around the golden age of hip hop when the allure was there, but not the sales.
Yeah.
Chris Brown, Jay-Z didn't have the benefit of social media and the internet. Chris Brown did. So anybody in our generation that's under Chris Brown, but it's still close, is better than Chris Brown to me, because you had the benefit of it's not a knock. You use what you got at the era you got it in. So you got the internet, you got social media, you maximized it. Kudos. But let's talk real talk. Strip that away. Strip the internet away. Does Chris Brown have the same amount of sales?
No.
Give Jay-Z the internet.
The only person above Michael Jackson is the Beatles. Below Michael Jackson is Elvis Presley, Elton John, Queen, Madonna, Led Zeppelin, Rihanna, Pink Floyd, and the Rolling Stones. After that, it's a whole nother
He was
category.
killing it while Madonna was killing it.
He was killing it while Madonna was killing it.
Like, what are they talking about?
Water, dude. I forgot Madonna sold that many records.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Madonna is
Madonna was a
ridiculous.
monster.
Dude, she was a monster, yeah. She was an absolute monster. He was killing it while she was killing it.
I don't care who you were. You was going to listen to this Madonna.
Yeah.
The only reason Michael Jackson is underneath the Beatles is because, much like Rihanna, the Beatles had an entire nation behind them. Like, that's what that was.
Everybody loved the Beatles back in the day. Man.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and what did he do when he found out the Beatles would still have more sales than him? He bought the Beatles
bought
catalog.
I said the man was petty.
Because Michael Jackson, he bought the Beatles, he bought Elvis's catalog, he bought. I think he had ended up buying Queen's catalog.
Yes,
like he bought the competition. He bought Eminem's catalog.
That to me, the Eminem one is to me is chef's kiss, because he did so. Y'all two know I'm a Will Smith the rapper fan.
Yeah,
and there's a song that he had when he decided I'm gonna come back at some folk because I'm sick of niggas talking about me the way they talk about me. The song I think the song I'm thinking of was I Wish I Would Have Made That, and he talks about how because at the time Wendy Williams was talking. No, I'm sorry, He's a Nice Guy. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
And where Wendy Williams was talking smack about him. And he says to Wendy Williams, "You better leave me alone before I buy your radio station and send you home." Michael Jackson said, you spoke about me, right? Cool, no problem. Here's my revenge. I don't have the bars to compete with you, but you know what I will do? I'll make you make money for me. Go ahead and sing, slave. Rap, slave, because every time you open your mouth, you're putting money in my bank. The man was petty.
For people who don't know, like I said, who didn't grow up around Michael Jackson, there's a reason why Michael Jackson's the greatest entertainer of all time. This is the reason why he was so good. He could entertain. And that was the difference. That's kind of the difference between Prince and Mike. Prince could entertain. Don't get it twisted, but he was more on the artist side.
He was a musician.
He's a musician, artistry. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mike was about the artistry, but he was about the presentation. You know what I mean? He was about the choreography. Mike was about entertainment. He knew how to entertain people. You know, he's the greatest entertainer all the time. And that's the reason, that was the difference between guys like him and Prince and rock bands and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Madonna was an entertainer. You know what I mean? Madonna understood how to entertain. She got it. You know what I mean?
There's a reason why Michael Jackson was the first pick to be the first real halftime show at the Super Bowl. There's a reason. Because he's Michael freaking Jackson. Yeah. There was no question about getting anybody else. It was,
you can't
we
even
get
tell
Michael
me
Jackson.
who played those years in the Super Bowl, because those were Michael Jackson concerts. I'm sorry.
Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, can't remember nobody back then.
Ain't nobody.
Huh? And that's only because Mike and Whitney Houston didn't even perform. She just performed the national anthem.
That was it.
So, like, what are we talking about? I get upset with stuff like this because, and part of it is because I'm at that get off my lawn, you stupid kids age. I'm really that. I get irritated when I'm seeing things that I know are great.
It's just
disrespected.
I think it's just a real desire to try and elevate people. You know what I mean? You know, to try and elevate people, but we're elevating them higher than, you know, conventional wisdom. So we should elevate them. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the problem. If you're that good, your work will elevate you.
Your work speaks for itself. You know what I mean?
Nobody was trying to say that Michael Jackson was the best until he was the best. It was unquestioned.
This generation believed that marketing is what's going to make you better than the next person. You know what I'm saying? Because this generation understands that marketing is the way you become famous. You don't got to be good. You don't have to have
talent. You just have to have followers.
Talent. You just have to have marketing. You need to know who you know. You got to have 5 people that follow you, and you got to be able to network, and that's it. You don't got to be talented. You know what I mean?
So I got to address this because
No. because that was an epic performance. We would not disrespect Prince. He
Yes,
performed
we
in the
will.
rain with a
Yes, we
no,
will.
because that was
Yes,
epic.
Yes, we
That
will.
was epic.
Yes,
I
we will.
forgot about
You
that,
know,
yeah.
Once
you
again,
know why? You know
I
why
do
we're
not
gonna
know
disrespect
who
it?
was in the Super Bowl that year, but that
No, but
performance
you know why
was
we're
epic.
you know why we're going you know why we're going to disrespect that performance? Because Michael Jackson's so good, God Himself had to help Prince to be memorable.
Stop it. Yeah, stop it. Biased opinion.
No. Because
That
here's the thing.
performance was epic.
Here's the thing. And again, no disrespect to Prince, because I'm okay with Prince. The
man-
older I got, I'm more okay with Prince. I wasn't as a kid. I'm more okay with him now. He's all right. Here's the thing. You know what people remember from that Super Bowl? They remember more the fact that it rained during Purple Rain than they actually remember his performance at
was
all.
so beautiful.
Tell me something other than Purple Rain
That was
from
the
that Super
moment,
Bowl.
though.
No,
Like,
he performed 5 other songs.
No, but that like. I'm sorry. Like, it was beautiful. It literally looked like tears from heaven because it was
It
raining.
wasn't.
Epic.
It was God
Stop
Himself
it.
trying to help Prince's performance because they were bored.
It was
Michael
wonderful.
Jackson's
We were
Super
not
Bowl
bored.
Michael
It was
Jackson's
epic.
Super Bowl performance consisted of 4 minutes of Michael Jackson standing still and letting everybody scream his name, while 2 or 3 doubles on the Titantrons in the arena were standing before he popped out of the stage. It ended with the first crowd participation performance of that magnitude
Because
ever.
that had never been done before.
Because Michael Jackson was a trailblazer. We call Michael Jackson's Super Bowl performance one of the greatest of all time because Mike knew how, like Trex said, he knew how to perform.
He did. I will give him that. He did.
Prince was an artist. He was a musician. His strings, his playing was flawless.
His
But when it
compositions.
came past that, everything else you kind of got to give to Mike. The
Mike just
penmanship is kind of a wash. They both got good pens. They both compose really well. It's a wash. Prince got him on the instruments and on the musical artistry. Mike has Prince on the performance, and it depends on your ear who's got the better vocals.
Oh, it's Prince. Mike in his older age was not a good singer. He was it was Prince.
She's disrespect Mike and said Mike's older age wasn't a good singer.
He
Okay.
wasn't. He was a cute
Okay.
kid.
Okay.
He was a screamer.
Hey,
No,
Prince.
no, he wasn't.
It was
wasn't
Prince.
screaming.
Prince had the better vocals.
Mike had
Mike
a lot
could
more
blow.
range than you thought. He had a
This
he's a fantastic vocalist. He was one of the best vocalists ever. The reason why his songs sounded so good is because he could go throughout the range of the vocals. Mike was a very talented vocalist, even from at a young age.
Very. From young to old. And no, Mike's biggest hits didn't just come from Quincy. It wasn't like Quincy handed Mike these hits. Mike had a hand in every hit he had. Just because you get some good help around you doesn't mean you ain't still a monster at what you do. Prince's pen game, I give Prince credit. His pen game was sick, especially when I found out what Purple Rain really was about. I was like, this dude is ridiculous. It's crazy. But let's stop acting like Michael Jackson's pen and his composition skills and what he does in the studio was not just as comparable. The man, just because the man couldn't play
Nobody's
an
saying
instrument.
that. Like I feel like you're very
I'm
defensive
I'm
to
addressing.
Mike.
I'm taking offense to it because I'm addressing the Quincy Jones comment. But aside from that, when you deal with who was more memorable, it's gonna be Mike. By every metric, it's gonna be Mike.
Prince is one of the
His
most
song-
unique Prince is one of the most unique vocalists, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very, very unique. His for
Yeah, unique voice.
the way he did his range was stupid
Very
crazy.
unique. Oh yeah.
But I would never call
Creative.
him a great vocalist.
I think it was great.
The thing about Prince has that. Oh, I'm trying to Prince. I promise you, I'm trying not to disrespect you, sir. I know you're dead. I promise you, I'm not trying to disrespect you, but I mean every bit of what I'm getting ready to say. Prince's vocals are Mary J. Blige-ish.
What? No, that's disrespectful. Don't do that.
No. I don't mean he sounds like Mary J. Blige. I mean, it's so unique that because it's that unique, it draws you into. You say, you know what? That's really good. Yes, that's Prince. Nobody in the history of music ever called Prince to just come out and sing. Think about that a second. Nobody. Not when Prince first came out, not before he died. At no span in Prince's career did he ever just be called to come out and sing.
I'm sorry, I've never seen Prince.
But maybe Prince never perform. Maybe Prince never accepted it. Maybe Prince ever said, "Well, I don't want to."
Because he didn't. And this is why he didn't end up on We Are the World.
He didn't end up in We Are the World because he and Michael Jackson were beefing.
Yeah, the way
that's what they said. That's what they said in the doc. So by this
step, they did just ask him to sing.
But they asked him to be a
part.
No, they asked him to be a part of the group because he was one of the biggest names in the show business. They were trying to gather the biggest names. Who they wanted first was Mike. They called old boy and they called Mike and they said, "Y'all get together, make us a hit. We'll work on getting everybody else." Prince was like, "I'm in up until the day." Oh, really? It was like the day of. And he was like, "No, I don't feel like doing it. Mike is in it. Bye." And that's his right. I love that kind of petty.
But that's Prince. Prince. That's why I say Prince, man, just turned a lot of that stuff down. Prince pretty much.
But no, here's the thing. You would hear it by now. You would have heard about the things Prince turned down. In this social media era, he'd been dead long enough that people want to tell the stories. Yeah, you would hear about it because we're hearing about all the stuff that Prince has done for people, how he's helped people's careers and stuff like that. Stuff he told people to keep quiet. He dead now, so people are like, yeah, this was Prince. Yeah. We would have heard all that. Nobody has ever called him. Listen, I'm not saying Prince could not sing necessarily. I'm saying ain't nobody ever called him to say, hey, Prince, we want you just go ahead and put the guitar down. Put the performance skills stuff down, put the piano down, get on the mic and just sing. They did that to Mike constantly from the time he was a kid to the time he was an adult. Hey, Mike, will you sing?
But Mike didn't publicly play a whole bunch of instruments, so you wouldn't call him for that. Mike was a singer.
But your statement was that Prince was a better singer.
Over the course of time, he was a singer.
Your
he was a vocalist. Like he wasn't known for playing instruments.
I'm not
calling Michael Jackson to perform anywhere and put a piano in front of him.
I'm not disputing that, but your statement was that Prince is a better singer than
your statement was
my statement
that people are not calling Prince to sing
because they weren't,
because Prince was more than just a singer.
No, because because that was when you got Prince, that's what you got.
Yeah,
people would say, "Hey, Mike, you don't need to dance. Stand in front of a mic and sing." What do you think that's what doing the national anthem is? Ain't nobody, there's no, come on. No, there's none of that doing the national anthem.
He never done the national anthem.
I'm using that as an example.
Oh.
There's none of that. But people would call Mike and say, "Hey, come sing." He could sing. We get lost in the performance that Mike brings because he's so much greater of a performer. And at the time he was out, we had singers who were so much better.
Yeah.
Nobody would rather hear Michael Jackson sing than Whitney Houston, than Luther, than Peabo Bryson, than some of the members of New Edition. Like nobody is asking. Nobody's saying Mike is that level of vocalist, but his performance was so much better. But his actual vocal skills and range get lost because he was that good a performer. Like if I'm stacking him versus Prince up together, the two of the greatest of their era and two of the greatest of any generation ever, vocally, Mike got the edge.
Oh, Mike. Yeah, I'm going Mike on that one.
If we're talking musically, Prince got the edge. If we're talking as a composer, I'm gonna say it depends on what song you're talking.
I'm gonna go with Prince on that.
Most people I know would go with Prince. I'm gonna say it depends on what song you're talking about because I don't think Mike gets enough credit for the arrangements he helped put together. Much like Vic said, people attribute most of Michael's arrangements to Quincy. Quincy was the type of arranger who was more after the product was finished, let's put this together and let me take what you have and make it really great. That's what Quincy did really well. He would walk in, you would have your stuff together. He would walk in, he would hear it and say, no, here's what we're gonna do with that. We're gonna do, and I need to sharpen this. I need to pull that in. Come louder. You come soft. He was that dude. That's Quincy Jones's his niche, his great spot. He was known for being that. He was really a director before he was anything else. And so that's Quincy. And if I'm taking and I said, if I'm taking a poll, it just depends on what track I'm doing or what song I'm doing. I think they're neck and neck enough that I'm cool either way, which one you pick either way. Again, as a musician, if you don't pick Prince, you're crazy. As a performer, if you don't pick Mike, you're crazy. If you say as an artist, which is the accompaniment of everything, if you don't say Mike, you've lost your mind.
Hey, Mike definitely a better vocalist than Chris Brown.
Yeah. That's
I love the callback. I love the callback.
He definitely a better vocalist than Chris Brown. Let's get it twisted. The real question is, who's better dancer?
Mike.
That's terrible. You think Mike's better than Chris Brown?
Yes, I think what happens is Chris Brown, he does the stuff that's more eye catching. His athleticism that Mike didn't have
because he's younger.
But even at Mike in his youngest ain't doing what Chris Brown doing.
Yeah,
that dude's a monster athlete and got crazy skills with his athleticism.
Right.
But if we're talking just straight choreography,
it'd be interesting to see him as he ages.
Chris Brown has even said Michael Jackson's better, so I don't even need to worry about it. I take Mike. It's the man who he idolized and watched. I gotta take him. But if we're talking, if we allow the athleticism to be a part of the argument, it's Chris Brown, because what he's able to do, the backflips and whatnot he's able to do is second to none, bro. I don't.
Chris Brown's doing some dope ass shit. He's a dope ass dancer.
Yeah, he is. You think he's the greatest dancer of our generation? If you put him, I mean, aside from Mike, this generation. If you put him, you stack him, Usher, and was it Omarion?
Yeah, Omarion.
Yeah, you stack them three up against each other in a dance off. You got Serve Style, who winning?
You got Serve Style. I think Chris Brown taking it, man.
I think it's Chris Brown.
I think it's Chris Brown. I think Chris Brown's a phenomenal dancer, man.
Yeah,
he dances his ass off. And Mike. I think with Mike, man, the way he moved was so smooth and so it was just so non-mechanical. You know what I mean? It was just so natural and genuine the way he moved, and I think that's what made him such a great dancer.
Real talk, it's like everything Mike did was smooth.
Everything Mike did was just smooth.
He was the opposite of Tina Turner.
Him insulting women was smooth. I'm like, what? I was like, wait, is he? Oh, Mike, no!
This is a nigga that has surfaced and gone around, and I love it.
I've never seen this dude botch or even look any kind of like no rigidness. He ain't rigid at all. Like he's just just fit with him. You know what I mean?
Even in his advanced age on the This Is It, because I have the This Is It DVD. It is still, even in rehearsal, he is still just smooth as butter. That boy is.
I saw some of that documentary, and he was teaching the dance moves of people, and he was running the choreography. And he was telling them, do it like this and stuff like that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man, this dude, it's like when he's dancing, he ain't aged a day. Ain't aged a minute. He's smooth as heck.
This is why the man is in a league of his own. There are some people.
He was gearing up for another comeback.
Yeah, he was.
He's gearing up for another comeback.
And it would have been ridiculous.
Yeah, because
he's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, because I felt like that This Is It album was like him just kind of trying to get used to the current sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to get used to the current sound. He had a bunch of producers. He had Timbaland on there. He had Neptunes on there. He was trying to experiment, get used to it, so he could understand, what the young people like, what the current sound was about, so he gear up to come back. And he probably might have had a straight up #1 hit on his hands. You know what I mean? With Mike, the way he was doing, the way he was going on. Chris Brown first, Usher second, but Usher on skates is good. I ain't never seen that.
His Vegas residency.
Yeah.
His Vegas residency. He doing stuff on skates.
He did.
He did. He did some of it at the halftime show.
Okay.
He was on skates.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah. Yep. You're right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's still Chris Brown over Usher.
Chris Brown.
So let's hit this last topic. I was gonna hit the Caitlin Clark, but
let me give you one rant, and let me give you one rant, and I'm probably
get it in.
Yeah, one rant. Hey, listen, y'all need to make money. $270 million in 27 years. You in the hole. Average of $10 million you lose in a year. Y'all need to make money. You got a draw on your hands. You better put that bitch out in front. All right, I'm done.
Hey, yo, you can't. Hey, what's his name? Pat McAfee just got in trouble for calling it that. You can't call that no more. It's a sense of culture. You got to back that down, dog. Back that down.
I don't want fans crowd me or nothing like that. I don't want nobody to get mad at me. I don't mean that in a disrespectful term.
No, that's what he said. He said I don't mean disrespectfully, and still almost got canceled. So you gotta.
Hey, but the reason why that is women call women bitches more than men do. So it is what it is. So
I mean, but then you wind up walking into the danger of, okay, so if we're saying that men can call women that because women call them that, then why can't white folks say nigga because we call each other nigga? See, it's a dangerous slope to start slipping in.
I know it's dangerous, but I mean, who called each other boss bitches and bad bitches more than women?
but who says nigga more than black folks?
Okay, true.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah,
touche. But I mean, listen. Y'all need to make money. All right, y'all need to make money. Don't y'all want a mansion and drive Ferraris just like the men do?
Don't they want to be able to eat? Like seriously, the fact that they would still find coach to get from game to game.
Jobs because I'm making more than y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm making more money than y'all. So like, what are y'all doing? You know what I mean? This chick is a $100,000 Rolex, dog. Like, you stop. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I got to comment on this because it said I look at it like a race war the same way that Magic Johnson and Larry Bird was a race war. It only seems like it's a race war because you got a black athlete and a white athlete going at it at the top of their game.
Right, yep.
Like, it's really not. Folks need to calm down. Caitlin Clark is not as good as advertised, but she's still one of the best things that's ever happened to the WNBA.
Yep.
Anybody who knows anything about basketball for real knows that Caitlin Clark and her drawing power was never meant to be scoring 35, 40 points a game in the WNBA. Mm-hmm. She was supposed to be the squirrel. Hey, look over here. And while you look over here at Caitlin, you're staying for these phenomenal athletes who play way more physical ball than the NBA does, who have way more passion than the players in the NBA does, right? And much like Angela Reese said in interview she did not long ago, well, if Caitlin Clark has to be the hero, somebody got to be the villain. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'll just be the villain. And I'm cool being a villain because you cannot have a great story that has staying power without a good villain to a good hero.
The first thing I
just
said
don't work.
The first thing I said is I would have put her and Angel Reese on the Olympic team just so they could battle each other the whole time and build their
because it's profitable for the WNBA, which has not been profitable. Like y'all want. You want to acknowledge that these are women athletes. They're never going to make the same money as male athletes, but they have terrible marketing. Terrible marketing. Like we can't even. You can name 7 NBA teams off the top of your head any day, every day.
Most people can't name 7 players.
Right. For the WNBA. I'm like, no, you need the marketing. In order to get these people paid, in order to get the recognition, you got to get fans in the stands. it's not even. You don't even have women supporting the WNBA.
And that's what I was gonna say. Here's the untold secret. I heard this just last week, and I didn't get the chance to vet it. So I'm gonna say allegedly this is true. Even with all the eyes that have been on the WNBA this season, and how ratings have gone up, there still is a revenue loss in the WNBA because just that women aren't supporting. I stand by Bill Burr's comedic rant he went on.
Yup, I remember that.
That brought attention to, and I really think that he was kind of the catalyst to some of this. We're going to start paying attention to women's sports. Like, I know that folk won't ever want to give him the credit for that or whatever, but I feel like he is kind of the catalyst because he made the statement. It became a huge controversy. Then people started paying a little bit more attention, and because people started paying a little bit more attention, the media started paying a little bit more attention. Then we got to see this wonderful rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese. He said, there are in this country way more women than men. And if just women supported the WNBA, it would be the biggest sports organization in the world. But you don't.
Yep.
Women who watch NBA games won't watch the WNBA.
Biggest consumers on the planet. Y'all got more. You got more buying power than everybody.
All facts.
Right.
And
You
so
biggest consumers on the planet. Go ahead.
I feel like, however,
Because you'll get women at a game and they will sell out courtside to see LeBron.
Yeah.
But they can't tell you not one female WNBA player.
and this is why I detest all of these posts that have gone on Facebook, especially since Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese have gotten there. People start putting these posts up about how much LeBron makes versus how much a WNBA player makes. And my statement has always been, well, when these WNBA players can fill a stadium like LeBron does, then you'll get the money. This is a business. You get the money based off of what you put, off of how marketable and how much money you make the company. I don't care where LeBron James goes, even at 50 years old. If LeBron James plays on the Clippers, if he plays on the Suns, if he plays on the Lakers, if he plays on the Timberwolves, if he plays on the Nuggets, or one of the worst teams in the NBA, the moment he gets there, that team is going to be number one in sales. It's not even close. If Michael Jackson at 90 years old comes back to play for a team, that
Michael
team
Jordan
is going to be the number one selling team in the world. Like it's
was that the name, the Wizards, the team that he
yeah,
had bought?
the Washington Wizards.
And he came out. He played like one game, just so he could get some people to come out. They was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna play," and then he didn't play no more.
Mike's last playoff game is still the highest rated game of all time. He had 40 million viewers in his last finals, bro. 40 million viewers. You ain't getting 10 times. You only get averaging what 2-3 million viewers a game these days.
Right.
They were still just talking about how the playoffs this year and the finals this year ratings were horrendous.
Terrible.
You know what I mean? You listen, when you got a figure like that, you know what I mean, in a sport, you have to lean to every sport on the planet has done this since the beginning of time. Hockey did it with Wayne Gretzky. Gymnastics did it. Remember in the late 80s and the early 90s, what was the name of the gymnastics chick? Mary Lou Retton.
Mary Lou Retton. Yep.
Wasn't even the greatest, best player on best gymnastic person on the team, but they liked her smile. So she was on every Wheaties box. She was in every commercial. They leaned into Mary Lou Retton. Man, golf, the most boring sport on the planet, and also the most expensive. When they got Tiger Woods, that man immediately had his own video game. He was immediately out front. They had tons of people watching him. You lean into your stars when they come. Do I need to talk about Michael Jordan? No, everybody's done that already. Larry Bird, Magic, you know what I mean, and what they did for the league. Every sport has done this since the beginning of time. And in the rookie thing, you have major precedents for this. You got precedent for this. You got Diana Taurasi, you got Candace Parker, you got at least 2 other people that you've put on the Olympic team. So don't give me this. You are ignoring your fiduciary responsibilities.
Right.
y'all need to make money because they can't dunk.
I disagree. I disagree. It's
Hey,
because they need to lower the rim because there are some players that are dunking. It's not the fact that they can't dunk. It's the fact, like you said, that they're not leaning into their stars. Before you had a Caitlin Clark, you had Cheryl Swoops,
You had Cheryl Swoops.
who
Listen,
played with Mike, and you didn't capitalize on it.
The reason why,
Cheryl
who was
Swoops.
Dennis Rodman
you had
with before he went to the
Cheryl
Bulls?
Swoops.
The Spurs, San Antonio Spurs,
The people,
and the Pistons before that.
you are because we followed the stars. Like seriously though, the
People
fans are
follow
going to
stars.
pay to see this. Dennis Rodman was a show.
You
Spectacle.
had Cheryl Swoops back then. You had Cheryl Swoops. You had Lisa Leslie. The best player in the league back then was it Teresa Withers? Cynthia Cooper.
Yeah.
Cooper. You didn't lean into Cynthia Cooper.
I think Cheryl was better than Cynthia Cooper, but I get your point.
had the
I'm with you,
stats,
though.
though.
She was pretty much. A lot of people were saying Cynthia Cooper was the best player in the league. But I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, you get my point. You got to lean into these people. You got to lean into your stars. These leagues are stars driven. You had these guys. So, like, let me give you an example of something small. You know what I mean about marketing your league. You had Skylar Diggins, right? You had Skylar Diggins when she came out of college, and most people knew who Skylar Diggins was because she's attractive. You know what I mean, and she was a decent player. And then she changed her name to Skylar Diggins Smith. I would have said, are you kidding me? Keep your name Skylar Diggins. That's a much more marketable name than Skylar Diggins Smith. People know Skylar Diggins. I couldn't remember Skylar Diggins. I had to look her up yesterday because all I knew was her face. I couldn't remember her name because in these days she ain't that great of a player as she was when she first came into the league. But the thing is you need to understand these things. You need to have somebody in your league to understand that these things are marketable and these are things that keep people keep eyes on your product. You know what I mean? So I don't get it, man. It's weird. People just don't want to make money or something.
It's gonna be this way until the WNBA gets a what they call them, a general manager, whatever it is, like the NBA had.
Somebody that knows the market.
Yeah, somebody who understands the importance of marketing and how to expand. Like you were mentioning putting Caitlin Clark on the Olympics team. I understand from a practical standpoint because you want to win.
Yeah, you want to win
while she's not there.
So
I get it.
Yeah,
but when you're talking about trying to get your league known,
yes,
you put her out. Like, yes, Michael Jordan was unquestionably the best basketball player at the time for the Dream Team. It's documented the whole nine, right? However, his team wasn't really winning like that yet. They hadn't put it together just then. I think the year of the Olympics, if memory serves correct, was their first championship. I think that the first Dream Team.
It was the second.
Was second championship at that time?
I think it was the second. Well,
okay, I thought it was the first.
Was it nine? Is it okay? 90? No, I'm sorry. It meant hold on. 90, 91, 92 or 91, 92, 93. No, 91, 90, 90, 91, 92. So the Dream Team was 92. So actually it was the third. I could be wrong. I think it was after the second. That's just my personal opinion, but I'm not sure.
Let's say that we know that Mike was the best player at the time,
right?
Unquestioned, right? But it was bigger than that. Do you understand how much better the Dream Team would have been had Isaiah Thomas been on the Dream Team? Mm-hmm. How much easier these blowouts would have been had Isaiah been on there? But they said, "Hey, Mike, you are our star. What do you want?" "I don't want Isaiah." "Okay, cool. We'll go to college and get Chris Mullin. Because he ain't going to do nothing but sit the bench anyway. So just come on, sit the bench and get some experience." Yeah, I'm sorry, Christian Laettner. Yeah. Come sit the bench and just watch. Just be a fan. It's okay. Because he is your star. You cater to your stars. I didn't understand the people who were upset about Caitlin Clark and what's Indiana Fever getting the private jet first because she's your star.
Yes. She gave you the first sellout in 17 years when both teams had an average record of 3-20. Your first sellout in 17 years. Your most profitable. She just had the most profitable sellout, profitable game last week against Angel Reese. You You know what I'm
So
saying?
what is he talking about?
Yeah,
And
we just
Angel
talking-
Reese did exactly what her job was to do. Be the villain.
villain.
I'm a push. I'm a play borderline dirty because I want you to hate me. Because the
Right.
more you hate me, the more you'll love her, which means the more money we get.
Right.
Everybody but the actual organization is doing their job.
Right. Right.
Because you need a Bronson Reed.
Yes.
Then back when you told, you know what I mean, well, how things are going about making sure you keep eyes on your product. This generation we just talked about, this is the TikTok social media generation. This generation will move on quick.
Hard. Hurry.
Well, Caitlin Clark ain't on. Whoop, peace out. I'm going to something else. You know what I mean? You need to keep Caitlin Clark on the top of people's minds. You need to keep her top of mind. And the best way to do that is putting her on an Olympic team. I'm sorry. You got international journalists, international people who want to cover her. And when they said she went on an Olympic team, we disappointed. We got a whole fan base over here that want to know about her and want to see her and want to see her play and want to, you know, they want to know about her, you know what I mean? And we want to cover her. So, you know, when we find out that we disappointed, everybody over here, you need to keep her top of mind. You need to keep her out front. You need to be marketing her. This is going to help all of y'all. This is helping.
She needs to be the logo.
She needs to be the logo. This is helping all of you. All of you. This is your mansion. This is your Rolex. This is your Ferrari. Everything that the men got. This is how you get it up to that. This is how you get it. Lean into your stars. They may not even be as good as you is all the players in the league, but you need to. If you got a draw, I mean, she drawing you massive. Listen, Ice Cube wasn't stupid. There's a reason why he offered this chick $1 million a year, and you need to.
Yes.
Which gives me to the main reason why you need to lean to her. She don't need you. She don't
At
need you.
all.
She could easily leave and make way more money than she's gonna make being a rookie. She's a rookie now. She only make what, $70,000 a year? Get out of here, bro. She don't need you. She wants to play. She wants to play. You listen to her talk. She a competitor. Huh?
Let me tell you how much I would have leaned into this. I know that there's the WNBA season is going on right now. I get that, but you know what I would have done? At least 3 of these finals games, she'd have been commentating or been a guest on. At least 3 of them.
Right.
I need her face front on some of the biggest platforms. What bigger platform is for basketball than the NBA Finals?
Right.
Why was she not at a game or commentating, or not necessarily being a color commentator, but being the analyst afterwards or during halftime or something and talk about things she's seen or what? Why?
I get it. The WNBA needs to be managed by the TKO group. That's why they keep bringing UFC fighters to the WWE.
Yes.
They need the TKO group for their marketing. They got to figure this out. She should be showing up everywhere.
You need Dana White. You need Vince McMahon. You need my boy with the wild hair, the boxing promoter.
Don King.
You need Don King. You need these people to promote you. That's who you need to bring into your organization so they can.
Right.
I can't say you need to bring Vince McMahon into your organization.
Not the WNBA.
Especially at the WNBA.
Yeah, right. Especially at the WNBA. But you get my point. You need somebody that understands, you know what I mean, that they can market this drama. They got somebody that's marketing and they're going to lean into them. You know what I mean? They're going to put them out front. They don't care if they ain't the best or not. They bringing me money. They drawing me money. And y'all need it. Like I said, like he just said, y'all on the pace to lose $50 million this year. And that's with cash cow. That's with the cash cow going around generating your money. That's more than your average inflation. You know what I mean? So listen, you know what I mean? Nike will pay her $28 million or $3.5 million, include her own signature shoe, and she barely stepped foot into the league.
Right.
Listen, she's generating money. She don't need you. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all are messing it
Yes,
up.
you messing up, man. Listen, the fans, y'all mad at the fans. The fans are basically telling you, take my money. We want to see Caitlin Clark. And y'all saying, well, F y'all don't care about the integrity. What? Are you serious? Come on, dog. Can't do it.
No. So much for a 30-second rant.
I'm sorry. I went from a 30-second rant to a freaking 10-minute, 15-minute conversation, man. It's mind-boggling to me, man. It's just mind-boggling if people don't want to make money, man. No?
Yeah, I don't understand it because I promise you, if I'm Indiana Fever
She's showing at the Olympics,
everywhere.
everywhere.
Right, everywhere.
She
So
at
USA
SummerSlam.
basketball doesn't want her to play? No problem. Caitlin, we're paying you to go over anyway.
Right. He paying you to go over. And they said,
Just show up.
yeah, it's talking about, she need to get stronger and we need to make sure she gets better. No. Put
Just
her
need you
out
to
in
show
front.
up.
She ready. And she ready. Like I said, when you hear her talk, she want to play. She's competitor.
Polished. Yes.
She polished. She ready to go. She's telling you, I'm ready. She's like, y'all woke up a monster. The last 4 games, they just won because she probably been pissed off. She probably pissed off she ain't made the Olympic team. If she a competitor, and talking about she don't got the stats. She's the leading scorer in college basketball history. You know what I'm saying? So like all these arguments you guys making don't really make a lot of sense. She can play. It's not like she can't play. She don't suck. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say she's the best player, but she got a skill set that you can use. You know what I'm saying? She can shoot threes off the dribble. Not a lot of WNBA players can really do that. I mean, you got Sabrina Ionescu, but she's more of a spot-up shooter. You got a girl that can shoot threes like Steph Curry, and you say, no, we're just gonna leave her off. Come on, dog. I'm sorry, bro. It just doesn't make any sense, man. And this when you get these people bringing in these racial arguments. The only way you doing this is because she white. Hey, come on, man. See this, but this is what I'm talking about, man. These decisions just don't make no sense to me. Just don't make
at all.
Sense to me.
Yo, and you say the only reason we do it is because she's white. Here's my cross argument to that. So you're saying that
what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Let me cut you off.
Go ahead.
Clarify what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when you make these decisions, people try to start guessing at why you're making these decisions.
No, because I've heard the argument is that she's getting this treatment because she's white, and my statement would it be racist to not treat her that way because she's white? So because she's white and skilled, I don't want to give her this push because I'm scared people are going to say it's racist. Her talent has said she deserves this.
Right.
Like, I know that in this country, a lot of stuff is racial. And even sometimes it's racial on an undertone level that it's not always evident.
Right.
But sometimes it actually is about the talent, the skill, the intellect, or whatever it is. Sometimes it's not about the race. Sometimes the thing that's the thing is just the thing. And her thing is she is good.
Yeah. And that's why you got people saying, it's why you got people just spurting that out because they don't know why else you wouldn't want to do this. You know what I'm saying? So people just spurting out things, and like you said, we live in more of a kind of racialized society. Everybody's always talking about race. You know what I mean? So that's one of the first things that's going to come to people's mind. Well, the only way you will only be doing this is because you don't like the fact that she's white. You know what I'm saying? But nobody really knows, but I'm just saying this is why you get people saying these things. You know what I'm saying? This wouldn't happen if you ain't making a decision that's just non-logical. You know what I'm saying? It's an illogical decision. Huh?
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna next other conversation. We had one, and it was by request, but maybe we'll come back with that. We're gonna deal with social media relations. We're gonna table that. Come back with that one later. So here we gonna do. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna come right back with the real talk banter, the infamous, the world famous. I wait for it. The Real Talk Banter. We're going to take a quick 30-second break, so we're going to hit my sponsor, my good friend Marcus, and the Correct Me If I'm Wrong podcast.
Hey, y'all, what's going on? My name is Marcus, host of Correct Me If I'm Wrong podcast, and I do the show with my co-host, Candoria Lier. We are based out of Albuquerque, Pennsylvania. On my show, we talk about pretty much any and everything. You can catch our content on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and YouTube. So if you ever get a chance, make sure you check us out. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget to smile. It's a good look.
All right. We back. Thank y'all for indulging that quick break. I encourage y'all to go ahead and check out my boy Marcus and the Correct Me If I'm Wrong podcast. He's also on YouTube, so you can check him out on that as well. Hit him up. Check out his stuff. It's good. I've been on there a few times. That's my dude. I'm going to get him on here one of these days. I promise you. We're going to do some reciprocal. I just got to get big like him, even though he started after me. All right. So it's time for the world famous and the infamous, the one and only, the Real Talk Banter. So, you know what? I realized we didn't do this on the podcast. I just put it up as a question,
yep.
as a post. So, here's our first banter question, and I got a comic fan on the line, so I'm loving the fact that I could do this and talk comedy as well. I want you to rank their best stand-up against each other. Who ranks higher? So the problem when I posted this was people kept ranking the comics. I don't want you to rank the comics because there's a lot of bias in the comic themselves, right? I want you to take whatever stand-up you feel is that particular comic's best stand-up and put it against the other best stand-up performances from the other comics on this list. These are arguably 4 GOATs. So it's not a question that whether or not these guys are good at what they do or not. It's now a question of who is the best at their best. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So here are your comics. Cat Williams, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle. Cat Williams, Eddie Murphy, Bernie Mac, Dave Chappelle. Their best performances up against the best performances. Who you got where?
I guess so. I'm the least like knowledgeable comic fan, so I'll go first. And so for me, right out of the gate, my number one is Dave Chappelle. Like
Based off of which performance?
Based off of his last performance.
Okay, I'm with you.
So Dave Chappelle's my number one. Mm-hmm. Eddie Murphy's my number 2. Raw.
No, because I'm looking at what you said in
I
the
know.
comment.
Because now that you explained it in that way, because look, first and foremost, I'm gonna ride or die for Bernie for the rest of my life. May he rest in peace.
Chi-Town's finest.
Chi-Town's finest. I'm gonna ride or die for Bernie. But when you said we're gonna put their performances against one another, like Bernie never got a chance to have the moments that the rest of them had.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he died too soon.
He's Biggie.
He like Biggie. If you're gonna put Biggie's record sales against anybody else's, he died too soon. We just don't know. He didn't have the chance. We didn't really get to see the full scope of him in comparison to some other people. So it's gonna be Eddie Murphy's Raw. For me, is number 2. Then Cat Williams, and I forget where I remember the joke. I don't know if it's Pimpin' or Pimp Chronicles.
What's the
But
joke?
I know two of his specials are really similar to each other. Like
Almost all of his specials are similar to each other, but go ahead.
And do you know we can see you?
right.
that was Pimpin'.
Okay, then it was Pimpin' because it was on that special. So Pimpin', and then Bernie Mac, because Bernie Mac only got a chance to do the Kings of Comedy.
Okay.
Okay.
Trick, what you got?
Okay, yeah, mine's similar to hers. Of course, I got Dave Chappelle at the top because Kill Him. So I fucking love Kill Him Softly. Kill Him Softly. I know Kill Him Softly damn by heart. I fucking love Kill Him Softly.
Hey, baby.
Right.
Stop sounding.
The baby at the corner. Yeah. Bitch, how many times must I smack you before you act right? 2 smacks. Yeah, like bro, fucking one of my favorite stand-ups of all time, and I'm a big Richard Pryor fan. Even though he's not on this list, you know what I mean? Because his stand-up, he only had a few of them, but they're all fucking hilarious. Anyway, Kill Him Softly, because of Kill Him Softly, he's number 1. Eddie Murphy Raw was just so fucking off the hook. You know what I mean? Eddie Murphy's Raw is just fucking amazing. I would see the Bernie Mac, because the thing is Cat Williams, all his stand-ups, you know what I mean? They're all good. But sometimes when his best performances to me was really, I guess you could say it's his stand-ups, but it's just, I don't know what it is. Hard to pinpoint it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I got him last. Bernie Mac's, we all talk about that damn original Kings of Comedy performance. It was so good. He was obviously the best up there. You know what I mean? Out of all four of them, you know what I mean? Period. So that performance was just so good. And even though he did it in multiple cities and he actually did it in multiple different ways, you know what I mean? And he added more different types of material to it. The performance he did was so dope. So I put him number 3, and then I put Cat Williams. I'm just to go ahead and say Pimpin'. You know what I mean? Based on Pimpin', number 4. So that's my thing. That's my list too.
So mine is outside of my number 1. Everything else, for people who know me as a comic fan, is probably a little shocking. So number 1 is Dave Chappelle. No questions. Doesn't matter. Pick a special. Pick one. Dave Chappelle's any special is better than all of their specials combined. Everybody else on this list, I don't fight me on. I don't care. Like, if you want jokes for jokes, Dave got you. You want storytelling, Dave got you. You want shock value, Dave got you. Like, what do you want that Dave can't do? Nothing. Every special, from his last special he just did to going all the way back to Killing Them Softly, and everything in between, Dave has been a master.
Yeah.
Just masterpiece. So he gonna be number 1. Number 2 is Bernie Mac.
Interesting.
See, while y'all are talking about Kings of Comedy, think y'all happen to forget, I ain't scared of you, mother.
Yeah, motherfuckers, yeah.
But that wasn't his special though. You said stack specials.
Neither was Kings of Comedy. It wasn't his special. So I took the performance that I could take from Bernie,
fair.
and his best performance was not the Kings of Comedy. That was hilarious. American cookies, all that hilarious. But none of it is more. None of it holds more weight than his time he did on Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
Especially when you know the story behind it. That he wasn't supposed to do. He wasn't even thinking about doing that. Most of that was freestyle. What happened was the crowd was super rowdy that night, and the comic before him, the crowd ate alive.
Yeah.
So they say, "Hey, Bernie, you want to go next now, so we can go ahead and get this over with." He comes down, coordinates with Kid Capri, and says, "I ain't scared of you, mother," to let him know I'm here. I ain't these last comics y'all seen, and shut the place down. I don't know, including Dave, I don't know any comic that could have did that on that note. Like that at all. Dave Chappelle got booed and walked off. Bernie Mac said, I dare you to boo me. I'm going to tear your mouth out with these jokes. So Bernie goes number 2.
Different breed.
Ooh. Yeah.
Number 3, for people who really know me, know this is so shocking. It's Cat Williams. He's my number 3.
Wow.
Pimp Chronicles. It had so much laugh per joke. It is insane. Every other special he did pales in comparison to this one. I think he kept chasing this.
That kind of fame
was oh God, I think Pimp Chronicles 2, which the one where you saw about Poor Little Tink Tink.
Yeah,
that's that was chasing Pimp Chronicles. Like what he did in that leprechaun green suit, that's Pimp Chronicles, ain't it?
Yeah.
What he did in that green leprechaun suit, and how he came out and said, "I want you to know that I am here. I have arrived. And I'm going to talk about all of your favorites, and I don't care." It was just outstanding. As we've already heard, I'm a Mike fan. But I cried laughing when he talked about Mike. I just did. It was everything he did in that special was masterful. He ain't been that good since. That was his Vanilla Ice performance. And he's been chasing ever since. But I give Cat his flowers on that one. It's hard to top that. And then Eddie Murphy goes last with Raw. I know. We got all the stuff. We got the we got Goonie Google. We got all of the quotables. Right?
All right, cut the shit. No,
right. We got all the quotables, but check it out. if you go back and watch that for real, go back and watch it again. Now that you know all the quotables, see how much you still laugh. I've listened to Bernie Mac's Def Comedy Jam special again and still laughed.
Still funny.
I've listened to Pimp Chronicles and still laughed. I've listened to every Dave Chappelle special multiple times and still laugh. I know the joke is coming. I know the setup and the punchline, and I still laugh. And Eddie Murphy, the only line I still laugh at, you dropped your ice cream, you dropped your ice cream. And the only reason I still laugh at that is because I'm more laughing at myself than I am at him because I'm doing it with him while he's doing it. So for me, that's what it is. Eddie Murphy, and my hot take has always been, I've never thought that Eddie Murphy was all that funny, all like that. I mean, his two specials are good. Don't get me wrong, but as a stand-up, as a comedic performer, unquestioned, outstanding. The stuff he came up with, his creativity, but as a stand-up, I think we give his fame more credit than his stand-up deserves. Because he was the first to do a whole lot of it the way he did it as a rock star and as young as he did it. I think we give him way more credit. He has, let's keep it 100. He has actually only 2 specials. He's got a couple of albums on wax, but he's actually only got 2 real, because albums weren't specials. So he actually only got 2 real specials. So when you talked about how Bernie Mac ain't got doesn't have a real catalog of specials, I'm like, but neither does Eddie. And we tossing Eddie in that category. I find Eddie to be like Lauryn Hill and Biggie. I can't put you in GOAT status with that short of a catalog. You don't have it. I'm sorry, he don't have enough jokes. I know. I'll get crucified for saying he don't have enough jokes.
Yeah, I'm just going. I mean, we're just going on best performance, and most of, like we saw about comedy is subjective to everybody. So everybody may not see, I still see Raw as fucking funny as hell. You know what I mean? You may say that say about Raw, but I don't. You know what I mean? The jokes, the Bill Cosby jokes, is still funny.
But are you still laughing the same?
Yeah.
Do you still have the same laugh seven times down the road that you did when you had the first time?
All of them,
not the same way. With Dave Chappelle's Kill 'Em Soft. Kill 'Em Soft is my favorite.
That's my point.
What it is. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely
that's
not the same way, but yeah, it's still happening. It's the same way
you'll still get a chuckle here or there, but you ain't getting that real laugh. You see what I'm saying? With everything that's in Pimp Chronicles, if you go back and watch it, you'll still get a good laugh.
Absolutely.
You go back and watch the Def Comedy Jam special with Bernie, you gonna still get a good, especially with them pants he came out with. You still gonna get a good laugh.
Because the fashion back then.
Yeah, right.
Eddie Murphy ain't getting that good laugh, and I'm not taking anything away from Eddie. He is a GOAT for a reason. I bow to comics who call him the GOAT because they in the craft, they know what they're doing. But I'm just saying, like, it don't hold up. It don't hold up. Some jokes hold up. It ain't giving me that laugh like all the rest of them still do.
Hey, I'm still getting it. Yeah, I'm still laughing at it. You know what I mean? I'm still laughing at it. To me, it's just like I said. I mean, even because it's older. You know what I mean? Because of age, it just hadn't changed for me. You know what I mean? Like I can still go back to a Richard Pryor stand up, still laugh at it. Still go back to Martin Lawrence.
Richard Pryor's another one I never found funny. I find his storytelling compelling. He is a great storyteller. I never really laughed at Pryor. I understood his mindset behind crafting the joke.
On the floor laughing.
Yeah.
Never have. Never once got
So Richard Pryor will always be on my Mount Rushmore.
He's not on mine.
Too. I fucking love Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor's hilarious to me.
Richard's not on mine. Eddie's not on mine.
Eddie's not on mine either, but Richard's on there.
Yeah.
Especially back when because either you were a Cosby fan or you were a Richard fan, and I lean more towards that. I just have a dirty mind. Let me just be honest with you.
I need
need edgier comments.
And I love Bill Cosby himself. Bill Cosby himself is in
Bill Cosby himself is a masterful
masterpiece.
Oh, he's a masterful storyteller.
It's definitely his best performance. You know what I mean? Period. I think Bill Cosby.
I don't know. I don't know if you saw that last special before he went to jail. He did on Netflix. They pulled down real quick. I forget what it's called.
That was kind of sad.
No, it was hilarious to me.
To me, it was a little sad.
He was old and half blind and still came out and still was telling stories and still was hilarious.
I missed that. I guess I missed
Yeah, they pulled it down
gone.
super quick.
Yeah.
It was up, and then all of the allegations came out, and Netflix said nope.
Wow. Yeah, I will watch it. Yeah, a lot of people these days don't understand. Bill Cosby himself was a very good stand-up.
Oh my God,
amazing stand-up. And like I said, he didn't really cuss or nothing like that. Them stories, you know what I mean? Where he telling about the kids, this happens every night.
The same thing happens every night.
Every single night. By the kids getting their ass whooped. You know
all right up there.
I don't hear any water running. That was the shit, dog. And then in the morning, while his wife got him up and stuff like that, he woke him up like 3 different times. Third time,
he's go downstairs.
Get up and make this kid's breakfast, and you're gonna wear this bucket of ice water. And he was like, well, no need to get violent about this.
That is great.
Right.
And then give us the chocolate cake.
And then these song singing kids
lie on me.
And told me, no, we wanted eggs and milk, and he made us this. You ain't never seen a conniption.
Wife's face slid off.
That was the shit, man. That was hilarious, man. Man, love it.
This that we just did, I've never done that with Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor.
Really?
And I know their material, and I've never had a correlation of we just tossing out stuff from their stuff and just cracking up laughing. Never. That's why now I'm on Mount Rushmore. Like I understand and I recognize why people will call them great like they do and call them goats. But they're not. And you talk about you have a dirty mind. That's why you're a Richard fan. Mm-hmm. No ma'am. George Carlin, nobody dirtier. George Carlin is on my Mount Rushmore.
So for me, George Carlin is like Dave Chappelle. Like he's for me, especially because I call him so late in life.
Yeah, you did.
For me, I sit there and I go ha ha, but then I get caught in the thinking. And then I sit there and I start processing. I'm like, you know what? That's right. And then I lose the other jokes because I'm too busy thinking.
George Carlin is a monster. George Carlin's on my Mount Rushmore. Bill Cosby's on my Mount Rushmore. Dave Chappelle's on my Mount Rushmore. And this is a personal favorite of mine. It's underrated. He only has his one special, but he is a comics comic. Patrice O'Neal. Once again, you want to talk dirty? Patrice O'Neal. Like those four are.
He would never be. I just could never get into Patrice O'Neal.
That's because you hated how he bashed women.
Yeah,
and I get it, and I'm not upset. I'm not upset with you for it. I'm upset with you for it.
I needed there to be a full-on cooter strike against him. Like,
nah, but here's the thing: Patrice O'Neal was the comedian version of Biggie Smalls. He's fat, black, and ugly, and still got played because he played to his strengths. As much as he talked about women, he talked about himself. And that Elephant in the Room special is, God dog, it's one of the best specials I've ever heard in my life. He comes out firing. And also tells smart jokes. Tells jokes that make you think. The joke he told talking about how black women are never ones to get searched for because it's true, and he made the audience tell him that. Mm-hmm. I forget the two names. He was like, yeah, y'all, we know about Anne Hathaway because she was lost and everything, and the whole world shut down looking for her. And then he was like, yeah, and there was one black girl who got lost, and nobody could say her name. And he mentioned her name and said, see, y'all don't even know because y'all wouldn't search for her. Like, the way he did his stuff was just, man. Fat man died too early.
Yeah, he died way before his time. Man. And And he would probably be one of them guys that like he is now. A lot of people see him as one of them cult classic comedians that a lot of people didn't really know about, but people found out about him later on the internet. You know what I mean? You see all the clips and a lot of radio interviews he did. It was funny.
What I tell people they need to do, if you really want to check out Patrice O'Neal in his rawest and funniest and most controversial, here's what you do: go to YouTube, type in Patrice O'Neal, Opus and Anthony.
Opus and Andy.
Opie and Anthony. Yeah.
He was a regular, on there, and his stuff. And then you'll find he had his own radio show for a little bit. Right off of that, I forget what the name of it off the top of my head now. But if you go into a rabbit hole enough of Opie and Anthony radio shows with Patrice O'Neal, you're gonna come across it. And he had his own. Just a masterpiece. The dude, just untouchable. Yeah. So
the way he told his jokes, like you said too, was just the way he broke them down, and then was able to get the audience to almost prove his jokes right. Like Patrice O'Neal was very good at that. Yeah, I didn't know that much about, because like you said, I didn't even get a chance to see the Elephant in the Room stand up. I'm gonna see it now. I'm probably watch it now.
Yes, you need to watch it. I promise you.
I know it's gonna be funny, because like I got Patrice O'Neal from, like I said, all his radio show interviews and stuff like that, just clips. You know what I mean? Of Patrice O'Neal, and everything I ever heard was funny as shit.
He has this one bit that he would do, and I loved it because, again, he made the audience tell the punchline of the joke. So he would say that women, y'all talk about men and how we classify you as a bunch of hoes, but you classify your own selves as a bunch of hoes. And no, we don't. I said, okay, cool. So let's just say, God forbid, you ever got into an accident and you had a destroyed vagina. Don't work no more. Nothing to be done with it. It's done. And aside from your man giving you a 2-month grace period of, I'm not going to leave her because she just got out of an accident, pity, what else are you going to do to keep your man? And the women in the audience said, well, we can give him head. Anal. And it's all the answers kept coming. So, okay, yeah, mouth, okay, butt, okay, got you. And after they finished yelling at him, he said, okay, so you say we classify you as a bunch of hoes. That's all you did. Not one woman in here said things like, I don't know, learn how to play video games, learn sports, have better conversation with them. None of you said that. You just classified yourselves as a bunch of hoes. Like, the genius it takes, as much as women bashing as that might be, but the genius it takes to be able to turn the audience and make the audience tell your punchline for you is outstanding. No other comic I've ever seen has done that.
Yeah. That's a very innovative thing. You don't see comics doing that. I mean, you see comics more either making fun of the audience and stuff like that, but to include the audience, you know what I mean, to basically help tell your joke for you. He was really good at that. You could tell. Man.
I can't. As soon as you finish the elephant in the room, please text me. Let me know what you think. Man, it's still one of my favorite stand-ups to this day. Still, I put it up there with with every special just about that I can think of, except for Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, and just like you said about
he ain't touching Dave Chappelle.
It's just like you said about the radio interviews, when he be on the radio shows and he be talking to people, you know what I mean? And he like talking about bashing women. He be getting these women to literally do his joke, give his joke for him. He be like, hey, what can I say? She said it for me. And everybody laughing at it. Like he had that down. He's brilliant at that. Yeah, see, I gotta see that. I gotta see that stand up. Not as on top of mine. Matter of fact, let me write it down. I gotta do that. I'm so busy. I gotta write stuff down.
No, I get it. I promise you. I'm old. If I don't write it down or put it as a note on my phone or something like that, I'm gonna forget it. All right, so here we go. While you're writing that down, speaking of stand-up specials, we're gonna hit this one, and I got two. I'm gonna take 2 of my 4 cards, and I'm gonna read them. We're gonna have a quick banter about that, but here we go. So, Chris Rock is arguably one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time. If he's not in your top 10, you don't know comedy. Sorry.
I'm a problem. I'm a whole problem. I already know.
Oh boy.
And so he has 6 major specials he's put out. Bring the Pain, Never Scared, Bigger Blacker, Kill the Messenger, Tambourine, and Outrage. I'm not going to make us rank all of them. I'm just going to say, and I was going to do one because I just was going to be a butthole and make us do one, which would be hard. I'm going to make it slightly easier and say, give us his top 2 specials of all time. The best 2 Chris Rock specials ever in your ear. We're going to let the hater go first because...
Well, let me go ahead and hate on. Hate. So for me, it would have to be, it's his older stuff, so it would be Bigger and Blacker and Bring the Pain. Like, I can't honestly say I've probably seen it, but I don't remember Kill the Messenger.
Kill the Messenger was horrible. It wasn't horrible. It was just not well done.
Yeah. Right.
So that's the one he did in 3 different cities, and it kept cutting back and forth.
Yeah. So I don't remember Never Scared. I don't remember Tambourine Man, and the only reason I remember Outrage is because we saw him work out his material here, and you took me to it for my birthday. So I remember my birthday. And I was really waiting on him to say that he was going to jack, Will Smith up. I was waiting. I was waiting for all the Will Smith comments to come out. I'm like, yes, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
So what you got, Trek?
Okay, yeah. Well, mine is really the same. Even I only saw Bring the Pain once. It still had a bigger impact on me than all the rest of them. You know what I mean? Selective Outrage is great. You know what I mean? But I don't want to be recency bias. You know what I'm saying? And just forget all his older stuff. Bigger and Blacker is my favorite. You know what I mean? I love Bigger and Blacker, so that's always going to be up there. And, I thought Bring the Pain was probably his other best one. Bigger and Blacker is hilarious, too. From beginning to end. Bigger and Blacker is off the hook. You know what I mean? But I guess them are my top 2. I really like Selective Outrage. You know what I mean? Like I said, I would probably be up there if I like I said, I didn't want to be recent because I thought Bring the Pain, like I said, the one time I saw it, I thought it was really good. You know what I mean? So I guess I'll go Bigger Black and Bring the Pain too. Yeah.
So for me, Bring the Pain is there. It's not even close, not even a question. Yeah. We still quoting stuff from Bring the Pain to this day. So Kill the Messengers is worse. It wasn't that the material was bad. It was just it just kept taking me out of it with the way it was shot. I just didn't like it. I love Tambourine. It's not my second best, but I love Tambourine. Tambourine was wonderful. It was an admission of his own faults and understanding, but his overall theme and message behind it was outstanding. Was very true. Was very true to life. Sometimes you're the lead singer, and sometimes you're a tambourine player. And when you're the tambourine player, you play the hell out the tambourine. Be that. Do that. It's like that as a metaphor for life was brilliant. I like Selective Outrage. I think it was the second worst. And mostly because I had seen the material before when I took her for a birthday to go see him. Right. And he didn't really change the jokes up that much. It didn't hit the same. Chris Rock is not one of those who has a lot of specials where I can keep hearing and they still have that same level of funny. So then I'm down to Never Scared and Bigger and Blacker, and this was tough for me. It was tough for me. But I thought about it real hard and Never Scared over Bigger Blacker. Because the same argument he made about black folks and niggas in Bring the Pain, he makes about hip-hop in Never Scared. Yeah. And I started thinking about how brilliant that was and how much I was like, God, dog, that's right, and laughed while I was saying it. It's the special. I did, and then when I really had to think about it, I used his quote. I changed it up, but I've used his quote more than I think I've quoted any other comic where he talks about the difference between rich and wealthy. Rich, he says, is Shaq. Wealth is a nigga who writes the check for Shaq. Wealth is a nigga who owns the color blue. Rich, they don't care about you being rich. Rich is something you could lose on a bad night in Vegas. The brilliance of how he put that and put some of our people in perspective. He said if Bill Gates woke up with Oprah Winfrey's money, he would jump out a plane. I'm poor. Mind-blowingly brilliant. So, yeah, never scared. I think I remember way more and have way more quotables for me for Never Scared than I do Bigger and Blacker. But it's Bring the Pain without question. Like that's number one. It's not even close. That was Chris at his best.
Yeah, that was like his Reasonable Doubt / Illmatic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the original stand up. You know, like I said, I only saw it once. I think I was a lot younger back then, so like I didn't get a chance to just watch it. You know what I mean? Bigger and Blacker, I got older by then, so it was Bigger and Blacker, to me, the quotables, left nigga.
yeah. Hilarious.
All the stuff in Bigger and Blacker was just got me, dog. Like, it was just so funny and just it stayed with the times and stuff like that. It was with the times, perfect with the times. Bigger and Blacker is just my favorite one.
I get it. I'm a Chris Rock fan, period, anyway. So to me, you can't go wrong with any of them except for Kill the Messenger. I never recommend Kill the Messenger. Again, it's not the material. It's just the way it's shot. Like, if you get to listen to it audio, okay, you probably will like it a lot better. But to watch it, yeah, that was just a bad choice. It's a bad choice. All right, so pick a card.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and read it. This is one of our debate topics. This is from a game called Bad Opinions.
Oh, man. Boy. This is about to get real talk after dark. I would pick this one. The least appealing physical attribute of the opposite sex. Oh, you want me to answer that too, huh?
Yeah. You ask it and answer it. Yeah. We all gonna answer, but you don't get to be exempt from answering the question.
I'm about to be canceled. And this is only because of my own personal experience. It is the penis. I swear. And it's only because... Let me explain before all the men cancel me.
I don't know why they would cancel you. I don't care if you think it's ugly. As long as you like how it feels. You ain't got to look at it. Close your eyes. I have
had way too many dudes at random moments in the restaurant pull their penis out.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't him. I was on a date with this guy, and we were ordering food, and we didn't even get to like the full order, and they were on their way out with the appetizers, and then he pulls out his and shows it to me. I was like, there's no penis before salad. Penis comes after the entree, before dessert, or something in there. And I'm so over it. At my big old age of 47, I have seen way too many penises to not be a doctor. I'm like, show me something else.
We ain't got nothing else. Show something else. What else we got?
I'll show you. Oh, man.
This sounds terrible. Let's move on real quick. Do everybody get to answer that? Was that one just for me? I feel set up.
It's all you, Trek. It's all you.
Oh, man. Well, I admire the female body, so it's probably gonna be a little tough. So I'll just go with the worst and probably just say your feet. Your feet is probably the worst thing. Like I said, I admire the female body. You know what I mean? I don't have too many problems with female body. You know, I'm seeing females naked. It's the feet. The worst part of female's body is probably the feet.
So this is your most hated time of the year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, right. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's the only part of the body that's is probably gonna end up stinking. You know what I'm saying? Other than that,
I wouldn't say the only part of the body.
It ain't the only part. You know what I mean? But it's the more the other part down there. For y'all, Jesus Christ. Some of y'all need to stay away from the damn fish markets. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. This stuff, y'all need to clean that shit up, man. Some of y'all, hey, man, for real, man. Yeah, and y'all be wearing these revealing ass outfits and shit. Y'all go around, ain't washed y'all shit up, man. Y'all man. Y'all need to get that
I'm so
shit
glad
together.
Sharice ain't on here.
Y'all need to get that together. Some of y'all need to get that stuff together, man. I shouldn't be walking up in restaurants and bars and still smelling y'all. That's weird. You know what I mean? So I can't really call that. So I guess I just go with the feet.
Okay.
I could say it. I could say that. I could say the peace sleeve, but
because it'd be some of us females be going, sis, what happened? They make weights. It is $1 billion industry. You didn't buy none of the products. You ain't get nothing. You don't have a shower.
Yeah, that should be default. How's that not default?
It should never even get to y'all. Right. By the time they get out, it should never get to y'all.
Right. This should never be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'll just go with the feet. I don't really got no other parts of a female body that I just hate. I love her ass. I don't want to get too explicit. Hey, man.
Feet. It's not even close. Not a question. Feet. Male, female, doesn't matter. Feet are horrible. If I could go forth and Kuta Kinte the world, feet. Get rid of them all. Cover them up. Nobody wants to see your nasty talons. I don't care how much you paint them. I don't care how much you cut the toenails off of them. They still talons. They're ugly as hell.
Your wife has
no, you don't. Feet. No, you don't. I love you. Everything is beautiful on you but your feet. Your feet are disgusting. All feet. Feet are horrible. Let me get a hacksaw and chop them off and get rid of them and just sew some shoes onto your ankles so you can still walk. Feet are horrible. No one should ever like feet ever in the history of life. Feet are horrible. Do you understand what I'm saying? Listen to me, people. Feet are horrible. Stop showing your feet. Stop putting on these slides. Stop putting on these sandals. Stop showing your toes. Stop it. Stop getting your manicures and subjecting these people to this horrible torture that is touching your nasty, crusty feet. Stop it. Stop it now. No foot is cute. I don't care if you're talking about a baby foot or a grown foot. Stop it. And you people who suck toes, you're nasty. And God is going to judge you at the end. Stop it. Stop it right now. Feet are horrible. Stop it right now. All feet. Every size, every shape, every shade, every color.
Baby
all feet. Feet are horrible. Layla's feet is horrible. I love my granddaughter. That's my little gummy worm. But her feet are horrible. All feet. All feet. All feet. They sweat for no reason. They stink for no reason. They look ugly for no reason. They get stuff all in the middle of them. Feet are horrible. You stop it, Sharice. You stop it right now. You know you're telling a lie. Feet are horrible. Feet are the most treacherous, most godforsaken thing on the face of the planet. They make me want to puke. I hate feet. Feet are horrible.
Oh, he hates his feet too.
Feet are horrible. All feet. Get rid of them. It's not I love the female body, and the female body is beautiful, and so I might as well just pick apart. No, it's all feet are horrible. Get rid of them. The worst thing God ever did was allow feet to be created.
How will we get around?
I don't care. Crawl. Like the good Lord intended. Ain't that how you get around as a baby? Did you get around then? Crawl. I told you, I'll sew some shoes on the bottom of your feet.
Rub it on my feet.
I'll chop them. Ooh, I almost cussed. Don't you do it. I can't stand when we lay at night. She puts her feet on me. Feet are horrible. Feet are horrible. Horrible.
She didn't make it.
Horrible. Horrible. Horrible.
Your wife has stomped
talons.
Feet.
Man, hey, keep your feet down, man. When we run I'm like, man, what is you doing, man?
Put some socks and shoes on. Cover them up. That's indecent exposure.
Wow.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I couldn't wait to see that carpet. I was praying you picked that card because feet are horrible. They're disgusting. They're horrible, and it needs to be stopped.
It needs to be stopped.
It's a demon that is in people's minds that make people want and like feet and touch feet and rub and suck feet and stuff. It's a demon. Y'all get off that OnlyFans demon selling feet. It's a demon. Stop it. The devil is using
Feet
you.
are very profitable.
Yeah,
Because and so is the devil. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop it with this demon stuff. Feet are atrocious.
It's too many weirdos out there that like.
And it's only the weirdos. Nobody normal likes feet. Nobody normal. Tell me one normal person that likes feet. Tell me one. Tell me one normal person. One. I challenge you. One. You looking at me. You must got one. Who you think is normal like feet? Tell me one normal person.
I don't.
Who?
I don't. Because the guy with the barbecue sauce in the restaurant.
He's
that
weird.
One time,
He's weird and needs to be arrested. That dude, he Me Too'd and needs to be arrested right now. Whoever you are, I pray the police show up at your door tonight. We need to arrest you for the crime that you committed not too long ago, pouring hot sauce on a young lady's disgusting pig feet and decided to suck them.
pig feet.
Pig feet, all the same thing. It's horrible. It's nasty.
That man appreciated my toast.
That man needs to spend 5 minutes in hell.
And everything should not
That
have
man
mild
needs to
sauce
spend
on it,
5 minutes
but-
in hell so he can repent. Feet. I was so glad you said feet, Mike. I was so glad God used you. God is going to bless you for that. Feet. Horrible. Nothing worse than feet. I would rather watch a scat video than look at feet.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I'm a scat man.
I didn't marry those feet. She had them feet covered up. I made her put shoes on that day. I married her, not them feet. I will chop them feet off.
He'll still allow me to tithe off of all income from the feet.
No, I won't. I ain't taking that devil money. That's the only kind of money I won't take. I'll let drug dealers tithe. I will let prostitutes tithe. I will even let SA traffickers tithe. I will not take your foot tithe.
You take my foot tithe.
No, I won't. I will throw it back at your face. Don't you put? Matter of fact, I'll burn it. I won't throw it back at your face. That devil money can't be anywhere in my house. I will shut down Fifth Third Bank right now. Feet, disgusting, horrible, trashy, nasty, ignorant.
Toe jam.
So, yeah.
Ain't no other kind of jam. No other body has that. You ain't got we got webbing in between our fingers just like we got our feet. Ain't no finger jam because feet are disgusting. You can wash them, they still get that mess in there.
Ooh,
Feet is horrible.
Tie with the feet.
Only time the Bible lied was the Bible said how beautiful are the feet of them who prepare the gospel. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You lied. You lied. It's the only lie in the Bible. It's right there. That word, that statement right there. Only lie in the Bible.
Oh boy.
Feet are horrible. The best thing the white folk ever try to come up with is kuta kente. Chop your foot off. That's right.
Wow.
They made that man stronger by trying to do that. You see, he gained strength after it was done, don't you? We know him now, don't we? We ain't know him when he had 2 feet. When he got rid of them demons, we get to know him. You know why? Because feet are horrible. Feet will hold you back.
Wow. So
No, I ain't supposed to be washing her feet. I will not. Nope. I would not. I will wash them in acid. I will Jack Nicholas Joker her. That's what I'll do. That's Come, okay. You look, ain't got my knife on me right now.
Hey, I am the only one in this room, in this house.
Y'all keep talking about these feet.
Okay.
Listen,
Move on, sir.
promise y'all.
Move on.
Some
Pick
ain't
another card.
ain't gonna be able to walk.
Jesus. Feet set this man off.
Right.
You ever want to see me go off? Just how you do it. Mention feet. Feet are horrible. Put your socks on. Ladies, put your socks on. Stop painting your pig feet. I don't care how much paint you slather on them nails. They still ugly.
I'm going to put your name on my toes.
And I'm going to chop my name off. You will not disrespect my name by putting them on them. No. No. And I don't care what y'all people who gonna watch this and comment later on, especially if this winds up making a real time. She need to divorce him. Screw y'all. Y'all feet nasty too. Devilish toes and feet and heels and whatnot. Horrible, disgusting, evil pieces of garbage.
Wow. Pick another card.
Oh my God. Oof.
Trifling feet.
Let me go from the end this time. Oof. All right. Oh, Lord. Did you pull these for me to pull?
All I did, I get y'all saw I gave her 4 choices. She picked. You the one that picked them.
A crime you commit yesterday if there were no legal consequences.
Go on ahead.
I may or may not commit a few homicides. I might be a serial killer. Not to say, but everyone knows I am America's
She's from the
sweetheart.
South Side of Chicago.
No.
Yeah, she's America's sweetheart. Mike, you know what I say to her all the time? She says she's America's sweetheart. I say, yeah, like slavery.
Stop it. No, I'm such a Mike, you know. Do I look like the kind of person? Don't answer that.
The slave masters look like they would beat people. Yep.
But if there were no consequences, some people would come up missing. I will say that. I'm trying to do the world a favor. And we'll just leave it at that. How about you, Mike?
It's a crime. I don't know. I don't think I'll murder nobody. I ain't psychos, you Chicago people. y'all murdering tons of people every hot weekend.
Population control?
Oh man, I guess I would probably steal some stuff from people I don't think deserve it.
Drake's bank account empty.
Some stuff would be. I'll probably play a little Robin Hood, steal some stuff from people who don't deserve it, give it to people who do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The only poor person I'd give it to is myself.
Yeah. I didn't say I wouldn't give any of this stuff to myself. You know what I mean? I would steal stuff for myself, but that's probably what I would do. I would probably steal some stuff from somebody that didn't deserve it and put it in my personal collection and a few others. You want to call me Robin Hood, call me whatever you want, but you know, I feel like some people don't deserve some of the shit that they got, and they will probably wake up in the morning and that shit will be gone. That's just how it is. So that's probably what I would do. Yeah, I ain't like those Chicago people. I'm sorry, that's too easy.
It was too easy.
Target. So yeah, but yeah, I probably gang some stuff for somebody. Somebody wake up in an empty house. I don't got no desire to. I don't think I got any desire to do anything too brutal or anything like that. You know, so.
You were such a nice person. Because up until that last card, a 187 was gonna be my choice. To a bunch of 187s, I was going to invite a bunch of people to meet Jesus personally. However, because of the previous card, a better, more effective, and more world-serving crime has come to mind. I'm chopping the feet off of everybody in the world. I'm cutting them off, and I'm burning them.
Do that?
And I'm going to destroy every technological advancement that would allow you to get a prosthetic foot. Every mannequin's foot got to go. Everything that has a foot got to go. Pigs, hawks, chicken.
Talk about it.
Doesn't matter. If it's got a foot, I'm chopping it off and I'm burning it. And I'm going to get away with it. And I'm going to laugh. Wow. And if you are one of them people who like to have your nasty, trifling, disgusting feet out for the world to see, guess what? I'm not giving you no anesthetics. I'm going to make sure you're alive and can watch it and look at it. And I'm videotaping it. I'm going to send it to your house and keep it on the internet, chopping your foot off every day of the week. That will go happen every day. You'll hear this bone crunching sound every day when you wake up for your alarm. Because I'm going to use
This
a
your friend.
handsaw,
You've known
a
him longer than
rusty
me.
handsaw on your trifling feet. And even before, it's going to be rusty. But before I get to the feet, before I get to right at the bone, at the ankle, right below the ankle, I'm going to chop off the toes individually first. And I'm going to feed them to you. And then I'm going to chop off your foot. This is what I would do. Because you nasty, trifling people showing their feet are ruining the world. You people are Trump supporters. You're ruining the world.
I am not a Trump
I
supporter.
would rather have Donald Trump back in office than see feet. If he ran on a platform right now that it was illegal to show your foot in public, I'd vote for him.
But I show my feet.
Guess what?
My shoes are off right now.
Hey.
True foot fetish.
Right.
You think because I love you, because you my wife, you're gonna be exempt? Nah. I'm equal opportunity. Listen, if I'm gonna do you like that, the world gonna know I'm serious.
A foot fetish in the opposite
I
way.
bet you they start putting socks on afterwards. No, it's not a foot fetish. It's a foot defetish.
Fetish.
The opposite of a fetish.
Wow.
I want to puke every time I see a foot. I almost get nauseous saying the word foot. I don't like foot longs. I tell them, give me a 12-inch. Don't give me a foot long. Give me a 12-inch. I want to know. When people say they put their foot in my food, talk about that, we cooked it real well, I throw the feet out.
She putting feet up there?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
she is. Uh-huh. Tell me you put your foot in my food. I throw the food right in your face.
That's old black country.
I don't care. Well, guess what? Your country saying has got you with a face full of food.
Wow.
Cutting people's feet off, man. No more basketball, no more sports. Jesus Christ.
Right. How you gonna play football? You need to run on your feet.
No, crawl. Crawl.
It's not
you can
crawl
still
ball.
Shoot you can still shoot
It's
on your knees.
football.
Imagine how great we consider Steph Curry right now if he was shooting 3 points from his knees.
Wow.
Imagine how great Michael Jordan would be if he was able to dunk from his knees.
How you bounce on your knees?
Yeah, right.
He's Michael Jordan. He'll figure it out.
Wow.
And basketball players and football players, they don't show their feet. Soccer players, they don't show their feet.
They
have shoes.
But if you taking away prosthetic feet too, they can't get no feet to go in their shoes.
Yeah.
You don't need feet to go in your shoes. I told you I'm sewing the shoe onto your ankle. What we talking about here?
I'm done.
Oh,
Done.
boy. Yeah, boy.
Done.
Feet?
we
What
gonna
do you
need,
think for?
a bunch of prosthetic factories because of Jesse.
Right.
No, because I'm blowing prosthetic factories up. No more foot prosthetics. Because no more foot prosthetics. We don't need them. No, why do we need the devil? Stop counterfeiting the devil. Stop
Wow,
it.
wow.
No feet.
Wow.
No kind of feet. Nothing. None of that's needed. We don't need it.
like
Feet are horrible.
It ain't the devil.
Feet are
Right.
the devil. Feet are the devil. Feet are the devil. Devil. That's why he's under your feet. Cause he like feet.
Jesus used to wash people's feet. That's where Jesus used to wash.
Listen,
Yeah.
Jesus tried and failed to wash the demons off of their feet. He underestimated how treacherous and horrible the world is with their nasty, trifling feet. Stanky feet.
Jesus go around
Think about it.
feet, man.
Think about it like this. Almost everything you got, almost every bit of trouble you ever got into, your feet carried you there.
Really?
In the old days, washing your feet was almost like as soon as you come into your house, like, oh yeah, you my guest. Let me wash your feet.
Yeah, you know why they did that? You know why they did that? Because they didn't want your stank, nasty, dirty feet coming in. They didn't do it because it was a pleasure. They didn't do it as servitude.
It was an act of
No, it was
serving.
not an act of service. It was act of cleanliness because they walked everywhere and they had dirt and sand and cow dung and camel dung walking they was walking all through. And before you trekked that nasty garbage through my house, let me wash your nasty, ignorant feet because you didn't have enough sense to wear sandals that covered your feet. So now I got to wash them.
Sandals were a luxury.
Well, guess what? If you can't afford that luxury, stay inside.
Wow.
You ain't got nowhere to go. You poor. What you going places for? Feet are horrible.
Gotta go places 'cause
No. You are grounded from going places because you're poor.
we gotta move.
No, you
Right.
don't. Turn tricks, get you some money from turning tricks and being a harlot. And once you get enough money, get you some shoes that will cover your feet, and then you're allowed to go places.
Eggs up in
Wow.
the air. Damn.
Feet are horrible and they're disgusting and they need to be stopped.
Jesse trying to make the permanent profession of everybody prostitution.
Right.
Hey. Better than having feet. I would rather the world be prostitutes than anybody have a foot. Feet are horrible.
A crime of passion for Jesse.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, that's why I'm gonna name the name of this episode. It's gonna be Feet Suck.
You're the foot serial killer.
The foot serial killer.
Man, you better keep eye on. You better keep eye on him, Falana. He's stepping
Because
out
they deserve to die.
I don't feel safe. My feet don't feel safe at home.
If the world ever finds out that there's a foot serial killer running around, we know who
They
to
come.
They look at
They won't find me because I'm better than Dexter. I'm doing the world a favor. Every bit of trouble you've ever gotten into in life, your feet carried you there.
Wow. Actually, it was a car.
How'd you get to the car? Your feet? Oh, okay. You ain't walk on your hands. It was your feet. Your feet carried you there. Your hands ain't never did nothing to nobody, but your feet though.
Can't drive a
no
car without
comment
feet.
on the feet thing.
See, your feet got you in trouble. You had some flashbacks of your feet getting you in trouble. Feet get you in trouble. You use your feet to drive. And guess where you driving to? Trouble. You cut off feet. There's a whole lot less trouble in the world.
Wow.
I doubt that.
How you gonna get somewhere that cause trouble?
Anybody?
You know how long it takes to crawl to get somewhere? And some people live where there's steps like we do. We're on the 3rd floor of our apartment complex. We got to crawl down them steps. You know how much that would hurt? You know how much you got to hate somebody to crawl down some steps and crawl from miles to a place to do harm to somebody who might not be there when you get there? If you go through all that, they deserve whatever you giving to them. You can't fly no planes without feet.
Oh, okay. You don't like feet. We get it.
Yeah, I think we've made this is very solid that Jesse does not like.
Does not like feet.
I don't not like feet. I hate feet.
Pure,
With a Holy Ghost passion.
pure hatred for feet.
With a pure godly passion.
So all you women that
I
think
hate
that
feet.
your feet are pretty or that
You're wrong. You've been lied to. You've been deceived. Your feet are ugly and trifling and demonic, and you need to get rid of them.
There's nothing wrong with my feet.
Oh man, I'm sure you must have hated that. Was that movie Dust Till Dawn? And Selma Hayek put her feet.
Never saw it on purpose.
And
Yeah.
poured champagne down it.
Never saw it on purpose. There's too many feet.
That might have disgusted you like crazy.
Never saw it on purpose because I knew there was feet involved and it's horrible. You know what else I hate? Speaking of the dumb stuff like that, you know what else I hate? Your boy Grayson Waller.
Well,
The wrestler, tag team champ.
Yeah.
You know why? Because he drinks out of shoes.
Oh yeah,
Because he's nasty.
Australian shit.
Feet go in there. Nasty.
Yeah, that shit nasty as fuck, dog.
Horrible. And they're used shoes. It's not even like he bought a new pair of shoes. The shoes he just had on. You nasty, trifling, ignorant person. Feet are disgusting. How dare you drink demons?
Man, Australians, dog. They Aussies.
Yeah. I'm going to say something that was going to get me canceled by Australia, so I ain't going to say it. But y'all know what y'all be doing down there. It's your nasty feet.
That's a weird one. Drinking stuff out of shoes. Yeah, when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, really? Y'all really doing that? Oh, man."
They
I
really
get
do that, bull. They have a name for it, and it's horrible. You know who else I hate? Selena Vega. Because she started using the sandal, the whatever the Mexicans call it, the thing. Yeah, I hate that. Yep, hate it. Because if she ever hit me with that thing, I promise you, the wrestling match turns real. I'm fighting you for real now. We got to fight. Not just in this ring. Every time I see you, it's on sight. Even if it's multiple times in the same day. So I'm going to fight you in this ring. If I see you in the locker room, I'm going to fight you. If I see you in the parking lot going to your car, I'm going to fight you. At the hotel, I'm going to fight you. At the next venue, I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to buy tickets once they fire me. I'm going to buy tickets to the event just to fight you. Hit me with your retarded, nasty shoe. And you ignorant wrestlers who fight shoeless, y'all, I hope your toes get broken.
Right, I was just about to say that. Poor Matt Riddle.
I'm so glad the WWE fired him with his nasty, dirty feet. I promise you I'd break his foot. That's why I'm glad they put Solo in shoes. He didn't used to wear shoes. So glad they put him in shoes. Nasty, trifling, ignorant crap. No, Haku, I'll leave it alone. Haku's crazy. Haku,
You don't want that.
I don't want to smoke with Halu. I don't want no smoke with him because I break his foot. I break his foot and he wouldn't even feel it.
Yeah.
I'm not playing no games with that man. That man's crazy. Nope. He can have his feet. He can have his feet. Whatever he want is his. But all the rest of you pieces of garbage, y'all feet got to go. Anyway.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna name this episode. I hate feet. That's what this episode is gonna be called. Real Talk Podcast. I hate feet.
I hate feet. Oh boy. Do we have another card or?
we can use another card. I was getting ready to close the show. We can go another one. Go ahead, pick one.
Oh Lord, please don't let it be feet related. Oh, okay, it's a good one. A celeb people drool over that you just don't think is hot. I'm gonna let you go first, Mike.
I got to think about that. Oh, because I got to think of it as a female because I don't miss a dude. So, wow.
I always got mine on. Yep, I always got mine on deck, but I'm going last because mine's another rant.
Celebrity that people drool over that you don't think is hot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the comments I'm gonna get when I give mine.
That's a tough one.
No, it ain't tough at all.
I know it's tough for you.
Because I've been saying this for years. So
I mean, I don't know if people drool over Taylor Swift, but I don't think Taylor Swift's hot at all.
That pancake. I'm sorry.
Yeah, pancake.
Sorry.
The Swifties are coming for me.
Yeah, I ain't had pancake, but
she's like this standing up.
Let the Swifties.
Oh, you know.
Mayo sandwich.
Well, hold on. I gotta give y'all, man. You niggas. I'm sorry. You niggas that think Sexy Red is attractive. What's wrong with you, motherfuckers, man? Sexy Red is not attractive in any way, shape, or form. In any way, where y'all getting this? I don't get it. When people were talking about this plenty of niggas that go wrong, I was like, what? In that? What? Yeah, so I guess that's
Mike said that's false advertising.
Yeah, false advertising.
False advertising. There's nothing sexy about this girl. There's nothing sexy about this woman in any way, shape, or form. And when people told me this, like if dudes at work, they was like, I know a bunch of dudes that go raw up in that. I'm like, what? Oh my god! Oh! She looked like a
foot, like a nasty, trifling, disgusting foot with tattoos.
I figured that was coming. Oh my god, she's not attractive in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I know she a young star and everything, you know what I mean, but she's not attractive.
She got a cool personality, but she has to.
I heard that. She seemed like she cool, but we talking attractive. You know what I mean? He feels the same way about her. It's just feels about me. Yeah, dog. Like dead serious. I do not. I don't see it. I don't get it. I think she looks pretty disgusting. You know what I'm saying? She may have a solid personality. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people like that, but I do not feel that at all. She got her. People call her Sexy Red, and I'm like, what is sexy about her anyway, shape, or form? Don't see it.
Why the entire time you were saying that she is on some website scrolling through
trying to figure out
who people think are sexy, and she just keeps scrolling. So my guess is the people she's scrolling past, oh yeah, he hot. So
actually it's the opposite. I'm like, this list real long of people I think are not sexy. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to go with my right off the top. Look, I was trying to think of a black person,
Because almost everybody on the list I'm seeing that you're looking at is of the Caucasian persuasion.
and none of like for real talk, like it's some sexy.
Melanin impaired.
I don't mind. I love everybody. Like I can find beauty in everybody, but certain
can't.
people I cannot. And so I don't know how The Weeknd is number 10 on this list. And
Every time I hear about The Weeknd, I think about his Super Bowl performance.
who right who made this list? Who made this list? That is like there is nothing about this man that is sexy. Like, and I like weird. So do we understand how weird my list of what sexy is? Like Jeff Goldblum was one of my childhood. Like Jeff Goldblum could have got it back in the day. Like, so I don't mind weird. Nicolas Cage has been on my sexy list. I don't mind, but The Weeknd.
Now for everybody who asks, how did he pull her? Now you all understand she had a very low bar.
No,
and I was able to get right by it because it's a very low bar.
Because even though I will still never acknowledge him, Roman Reigns is a very sexy man. I will not acknowledge him though. This finger is not going up.
The Real Talk Podcast acknowledges our tribal chief.
We acknowledge our tribal chief.
But no, yeah. So and another. Okay, so I guess the top on my list is Drake. I don't get it.
She's nationalist. She hates Canadians. Go ahead.
No, wait. I don't think there are any Canadians I find attractive. I might be.
I called it. I know my wife. I called it.
But no, like the Drake. No. At no point. If I ever have a dream about Drake, it is a nightmare. I saw the video, and I was like, no, seriously, women, come to the front of the congregation. We all need to have a talk. Why is your bar so low if you think that is hot? That thing looked like this, and except it was limp. I was like, that is the most disgusting thing I have ever seen. What is happening there? I'm sorry.
Yeah. He leaked a penis video.
He leaked of him.
Oh, come on, man.
And it looked like this, and I'm like, this is not hot. This is, as a matter of fact. Why? What is this? What is this?
It's curved the wrong way.
What is this, Drake?
Right. You're right. Oh my God.
Now I understand why you were after children, because children don't know better.
The comments is made by Philando or Philando alone and do not reflect the Real Talk Podcast.
That man is not hot. Like, that man is not hot. Ladies, we have to rethink our values of what a man looks like. That is not hot. I'm gonna go to the corner.
Wasn't she the one who was just trying to send people to the altar earlier today?
Yeah, I'm gonna go spend time on the altar. But seriously though, there is no what. And the video looks like this. I'm like, dude, only you leaked that. Ain't no woman saw that and did not. Ain't no woman leaked that. You did that, and we didn't even ask for that. BBL Drizzy. Nobody asked for that.
People leaking sex tapes. I'm missing this, I guess.
No. Be glad you did. I missed it too. I heard about it, but I didn't see none of it. Yeah.
Leaking sex tapes. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I missed that.
It wasn't even good enough for Kendrick to acknowledge, to insult him on. That thing was horrible. 5 minutes on the altar. I got you. It ain't my fault though. He put it out there. You make it public. If you show it to me, you're asking for my opinion on it. And so this is my opinion. You need to not show that to nobody. You need to make sure the lights are off and you do not show her that.
There's a lot of chicks seeing that.
It is. And I feel sorry for all of them. I need them to go back and watch.
Their bank accounts don't feel sorry for them.
I'm going to need to be compensated for the views that were expressed to me that I did not ask for.
It's so funny. it's so funny how many chicks that mess with that is like when you see them on interviews and you talking about them now and they like.
Right.
You see him? I was watching Joe Budden podcast and they started talking about Drake and Melissa Ford was looking over, looking like
exactly.
She couldn't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she knows she'd let draw go raw on her. You know what I'm saying? And now she probably feel ashamed about it.
And she should, as well. She should.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who you got?
So I've been saying this for years. I didn't have to think about it. As soon as you pulled that card out, I was like, I got my answer locked and loaded. I've been saying this for years. And Trek, your face is going to show how much you disagree with me, because everybody who's ever heard me say this disagrees with me. But I don't care. You all are blind. You all like feet. So you're all wrong. The one and only, the black actress icon, Halle Berry. She ain't cute. Ain't never been cute. Short hair, long hair. No.
You lower my value saying that.
No. You just said you had Jeff Goldblum on your sexy list. I don't want to hear it. No. Halle Berry is no.
Cap.
Nope. Not at all.
He go find some more caps and start throwing them at the screen. All the caps.
Not at all. Nothing attractive about Halle Berry at all. No. Nope. I know she's all black, standard of beauty and everything, especially if you grew up in the 90s. No. Never did it for me. Not at all. Not her smile, not her eyes, not her voice, not her body. She has a personality that I could be cool with. Like, we could play cards, but nah.
So you telling me
when I saw Boomerang, I was like, Eddie, go back to the girl with the funky toes. Go back to her, because Holly is horrible. Stop it.
You didn't. What? Oh, what was that movie?
Monsters Ball.
James Bond. Oh no, not that one. That was
made me feel good.
the first time.
I
no.
won't make you feel good with a bullet to the brain. Like,
Stop
no,
it.
I don't want to be
the
around.
first time she was ever topless in the James
No,
Bond.
that wasn't
movie.
James Bond. The first time she ever topless was Swordfish.
Huh? Swordfish. Thank you.
And the only reason I remember that is not because it was cute. It's because she got paid a truckload per boob.
She did.
And the world went crazy. And then when I saw the movie, and I saw the movie because I'm a fan of those kinds of movies, and she's laying in a little stupid little lawn chair with a little silver thing across, and then she flaps it down this way. There they are, like that. That's what caused stir over.
It didn't really do that much for me when she showed her tits, but Halle Berry.
Nothing she does that much for me. No, I shouldn't say that much. Nothing she does anything for me. Anything at all. Anything at all. People have said to me for years that I'm crazy. Oh, she's gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's black excellence. She's black beauty. No, she's
And
not.
she's aging well. This
I
woman
don't
is over
care.
50.
You know what else ages well? Wine, and I don't like that either.
Jesus Christ, it's better when it ages.
And I still don't like it. Halle Berry is not cute. I'm sure she's a wonderful person. I'm certain she's a wonderful person.
You're in a very, very small.
This is a scary place he lives in. Scary.
Listen. Some of the greatest people were in small minorities. You can't be a genius and everybody be in the category with you. I know all of y'all love her. Black folks love her. White folks love her. Asians love her. Latinos love her. I don't. She's been married 38 times.
True.
She has not been married.
And been cheated on 38 times.
She has been cheated on an extreme amount of times.
Because she's not cute.
No, it's because if you ask
No,
her.
because she's not cute.
It's something
That
about
she's not cute.
So I believe the allegation that truly beautiful women are horrible in bed.
No. She's just not cute.
I don't know about that. I think there's just something about her that, we just don't know nothing about. You know what I mean?
Just told you she ain't cute. Y'all have been blinded by the machine to make you think she's cute. She ain't. She ain't cute. And I'm gonna give you another one that's right along with her that people have been thinking was fine. And I'm sick. And since I'm being honest, and I'm giving these confessions out here, let me go ahead and give you another one right along there with Halle Berry. Nia Long. Come on in front of the congregation, and you can go ahead and step over the side right there with Holly Berry.
Mike, get your
you ain't
friend.
cute either.
Cap.
That's right. Send him to the Nia Long.
No. Yeah. No. Nia Long never did it.
Gorgeous.
Nope. Nope.
Nia Long is
Nope.
gorgeous.
No, she ain't. No, she ain't. She reminded me of Holly Berry. No, she ain't. No, she ain't. I was like, Will, you can do it. Will, you can do better. Stop it. And then I found out that Will was with Jade. I was like, apparently you can't do better. Apparently you can't do better. But no, not lies. Truth. All truth. Nope.
Look at this. This woman is 67 years old.
And looks every bit of ugly.
Fuck out of here.
She just showed me a video of Holly Berry. Looks every bit of ugly.
That skin.
Nope. Those eyes are dead. There's a cemetery behind those eyes. There's no life behind them at all. Nothing. Nope. Not when she was young. Now not that she's older. Nope. I like Nia Long's personality now as an older woman than I did as a younger woman. But no, not cute. Not one cute then, one ain't cute now. No.
Nia Long is beautiful.
Nope.
Look at that face.
Nope. I don't want to. I don't want to look at that face.
Oh my goodness.
That face reminds me of Vivica Fox. No, I don't want to look at that. No.
She does not look like Vivica. Looks terrible.
And so does Nia Long, and so does Holly Berry. Again, they are probably very wonderful people.
Now, look at that smile. Oh my God.
I don't want to. I don't want to look at her horrendous smile. No. Nope.
Gorgeous.
Nope. I'd rather look at Flavor Flav naked.
Oh, okay. Wait, you're doing too much.
It'll have the exact same effect on me.
To the altar, sir.
Neither one of them. Now, because there are people who will hear that and be like, well, who the hell you find cute? Yolanda Adams. Yolanda Adams is.
You are not putting me in the best light.
Yolanda Adams? Are you out of your mind? Yolanda Adams is gorgeous.
Oh my God.
Those eyes, that smile, the body, the voice, that woman is gorgeous. Jade Cargill.
No, I ain't gonna.
If you want to go younger,
I ain't gonna say Yolanda Adams ain't gorgeous, but
Yolanda Adams is stunningly beautiful. She is so much better than Holly Berry and Nia Long. So much better than Holly Berry and Nia Long. So it's not even close.
Nope.
It's
Can't do
not
it.
even close.
Can't do it.
It's not even close. Yolanda Adams is gorgeous, classy gorgeous too, just gorgeous from head to toe. Excuse me, head to ankle, because I chop her toes off too.
Wow.
I would chop her toes off too. Chop her foot off too. No, stop.
And you wouldn't suck Yolanda Adams' toes if you think that much about it.
Hell no. I wouldn't suck Yolanda Adams' toes if they got me into heaven. No. Nope. No foot is ever cute. I don't care what body it's attached to.
No.
But Yolanda Adams is gorgeous. Then you can go.
No, Yolanda, but in the moment.
Nope. Yolanda Adams is gorgeous. Jade Cargill's gorgeous. Bianca Belair's, she's all right, but she's still better than Holly Berry. She's not cute. She's not gorgeous.
Bianca Belair is all right.
Yeah, she's all right.
Just all right?
Yeah, Bianca Belair's just all right.
Where is JC?
I like Bianca Belair more than Jade Cargill.
I know, but you also didn't like Jacqueline, so it's all right.
You're damn right I did.
I did. And I like, and Jade Cargill also is a Jacqueline type. I like
Jade Cargill is a beautiful woman, but Bianca Belair will still get it before Jade.
Nah.
Nope.
Nope. Y'all crazy, but that's okay. Y'all like feet, so y'all allowed to be crazy. Yeah. No.
No, I don't like feet. I think I made this.
Don't like feet.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You put a caveat on it. You was like, if I have to pick a part of the female body, I'll just pick the foot, which means you like feet, but it's the least likable of all the parts. I don't like feet at all. It's not the least likable. There's nothing to like about them.
Love Bianca Belair. Oh yeah.
Bianca, she's all right. She's all right.
No.
I don't know what.
Lucky man, good man, Montez. Yeah. Good man, good for you.
Here, I'll give you another one just to round and even this out. Let's talk beautiful crazy. Cause I like a crazy chick too. That's why I married her. Beautiful crazy. How why you look like that? You from the South Side of Chicago. You know you crazy.
I'm not. I'm America's sweetheart.
Like slavery.
Oh, sorry. That was on camera. Forgot we was on live.
My wonderful, beautiful, just psychotic woman. The
You have
the
weird
star
standards.
of Deliverance from.
I don't know what this says about me.
The star of Deliverance from Eva.
And she's a beautiful woman.
Oh my God.
Who?
Oh,
Gabrielle Union.
Gabrielle
oh
Union?
Gabby.
Yeah,
Gabby
Gabby-
is
Gabby
just.
kinda fine,
Oh,
Gabby.
she is
Younger Gabby.
younger, older. I don't care.
Nah,
Gabby at 90 years old. Just
weird
go-
now.
That's like I don't care about her being weird. I said she's beautiful. I ain't said nothing about her mind.
Yeah, Gabrielle Union's very attractive. Very
She's
attractive.
crazy and she's beautiful. You want to talk about a stupid person who's also beautiful and who's also very beautiful? Stacey Dash. Beautiful and stupid.
Yeah, not smart, not the smartest apple in the bunch, but
I ain't trying to talk to her.
All cylinders are not
Just
firing
look.
there.
I'm just trying to look. I ain't trying to talk to her.
Have you seen her lately?
No, actually, I haven't. I haven't seen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her lately. Hold
Yeah.
on.
she has
Hold
not
on.
aged very.
Let me
She
find
didn't
out.
age.
She
very
is
well
not.
the past couple years.
All of her lack of melanin DNA has kicked in.
Let me see. Let me see what y'all talking about. 'cause
That
y'all-
the theory that black don't crack. It depends on how much black you got up in you.
Correct. She's correct.
She has crack. She does
Crack
not look
where?
anything like that. Go to her Instagram.
I mean, she still
I don't
got
have
a little bit.
Instagram. I
I'm
can't go
looking
to
at her now.
Instagram.
She still got a little bit left, but she has crack. She got a little bit.
I'm not seeing nothing in those eyes and smile that's still not sexy to me.
Yeah, she still
Except
got a
for that
little bit.
picture. That horrible nose ring picture is horrible. Get that out. Kill yourself for that.
I didn't.
But other than that,
I didn't see some chicks go really bad. Remember Lisa from Saved by the Bell?
Oh, Lark Voorhees.
Lark Voorhees.
Oh.
she was never cute.
Gorgeous.
She was never
and,
cute to
and-
me.
and turned into a freaking abomination.
She was never cute to me.
Yeah, it's bad.
Lark Voorhees was never cute to me. She was token acceptable because she was the only black person on the show.
I thought Laura Voorhees was.
I mean, I didn't think she would turn into what she turned into, but I think some of that is she has some type of
She was younger.
disease or something like that.
Laura Voorhees.
But yeah, there's no. I never thought Lark Voorhees was like I never thought.
She was younger. She was
She
gorgeous.
just ain't got no makeup on except for the lipstick on. Like most of these Hollywood chicks ain't cute without their makeup on. But she's still cute.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Oh man, yeah, you just got a weird taste, man.
No, I have a refined taste.
Nice.
Holly Berry ain't cute.
Dude, you put me in a really bad category. I don't know what
You
is happening
just said that Jeff Goldblum could have got it.
here. I said back in the day.
So I don't want to hear about nobody putting nobody to bad light. Hold on,
Big
y'all.
chill.
Because hold on, I need folks to understand. Because I know some folk don't even understand how horrible this is.
I had very eclectic taste, okay? And he has a great smile. It's not as great. Like, nobody has a smile like The Rock. Like, you're in trouble. The Rock and Method Man. I get in the room with them.
No, don't be trying to put them in there. She talking about this Negro. She talking about this dude. This the dude. And I'm the crazy one.
I said back in the
He
day.
said when he back in the day when he was younger though.
Okay, that's what we talking about.
Yeah.
That right there. And I put you in the bed like this is what I told y'all. This is how I got her. She has those standards. I don't
have those standards.
Until I heard this and some other people she had told me about that I won't mention.
I have eclectic taste.
Until she told me about that, I had look. Even Sharice got my back. She said, "Now, sis."
I as a teenage girl, I had very eclectic taste.
Nah. Because you haven't admitted that was just a bad decision. So nope, you still got bad taste. You married me, so you still got bad taste. You blind, but that's how I know she got bad taste. You know what it is? She blind. She can't really see, and so it messes with her with how she portrays things and how things are shown to her.
There's
'cause she
nothing
blind.
wrong with Method Man at all.
Whatever.
Nothing wrong with Randy Orton, especially thick Randy now.
Nothing wrong with him.
You hear how she's dehumanizing your favorite wrestler?
Oh, sorry.
Is your favorite wrestler she's dehumanizing?
No, I respect him as the athlete that he is.
She called that man Thick Randy. Ain't nobody ever called him Thick Randy ever.
We all refer to him as Thick Randy now. Every female fan I've heard refer to him as Thick Randy.
Ain't nobody.
Let me just. And thank you for viewing tonight's podcast.
but since we're talking in the wrestling arena, Samantha.
Ooh. Samantha.
Did you see the running Ricochet video? I was like,
Ricochet, I don't know how you did it, dude, but you
won.
better never mess that up.
You may be leaving the WWE, but you won anyway.
Samantha is stunning.
Victory.
She's stunning.
Bro.
She's fun. She has a great personality. She is the greatest MC in the history of life.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
And she could feel free to run anywhere she wants to.
Anywhere she wants to. Samantha Irvin.
Feel free to run.
Everything is not just because she's great looking, but everything about her personality, the way she walked, the way she talked, the way she treat people, everything about her is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I fucking love Samantha Irvin.
Which brings me back full circle to Holly Berry. She's not cute. Because of that. Because of everything you just said. Oh, you think I ain't seen that? Yeah, because you said everything about Samantha. That can't be said about Holly. So
I'm straight, but she could.
But that don't mean Holly ain't off the hook.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Get it.
And no, you're right. She is off the hook. She's on the rack.
Stop it.
The clearance rack.
Not the clearance rack.
Yeah, don't get me started on Samantha Irvin. I'm on her.
Samantha Irvin is wonderful. She's wonderful. She's wonderful. But I still wouldn't refer to her as Thick Samantha. You know why? Because I will not dehumanize that woman. I am a dude who will not dehumanize her. Thick Randy.
Thick.
Nice.
THICC.
This what I gotta put up with every day. This what I gotta. Everybody be saying, "Ooh, Falana, we gonna pray for you. I know how you do it." This what I gotta put up with every day. Jeff Goldblum and Thick Randy. That's what I gotta put up with. That's the bar.
Oh boy. Yeah, man. Yeah, he over here chasing that. Yeah, that Holly Berry, man.
No.
I don't know, guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I still can't even really think of, I love.
That's right, Sharice. Ain't nothing wrong with Method Man. That man is aging like the finest of wine. Sorry.
I don't like wine either, so you know.
Ow.
Right. I go way back to him. Back before that, I got fixed. A lot of people don't remember him back in the day.
And you're talking about horrible eyes. Jesus, let's not start on ugly people, horrible eyes. Cause
that was a funny one. Yeah, man. I don't understand, man. What do you find so unattractive about Holly Berry, man?
everything. To be short, I'll say everything, because if I started going down the list, we'd be here another hour. Her eyes are dead. Her smile is horrible. Her face doesn't look good. Her skin don't look good. I wouldn't want to touch her hands. Her body is just Her voice is annoying as hell. Her personality makes me want to punch myself, and everything about her makes me want to jump off the Empire State Building and then head first on a rusty tack. And if I can't jump head first on off the Empire State Building and let head first on a rusty tack, I would like to get into a time machine, transport myself back in time to September 11th, 2001, and I would like to be in New York City and go to the top floor of one of the World Trade Centers and just wait. That's what I would rather do. And again, no disrespect, Holly. I'm sure you're a nice person. Lots of people find you attractive. It's not my cup of tea. And the wonderful thing about this is you are absolutely rich, so you don't give a hell what my opinion of you is, nor should you. But
don't get it. Don't get it.
The comments that have been expressed by Jesse Jones are the official opinion of the Real Talk podcast. And so, yes, you can feel free to email me, and I still won't care. She ain't cute. She ain't cute at all.
Oh boy.
Probably a nice person to people who know her well, but nope. She can stay off my television. I'm glad she stopped acting.
Is she retired? She retired or she just stopped?
I ain't seen her since John Wick 4, so hey, cool.
Something. But
she did a horrible movie on Netflix about the fighting mama, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I never
your acting skills have aged like your looks.
I mean, I was never really a big fan of her as an actress anyway, or like that. Just to be honest,
she's a bad act. She's a B-list actress with a D-list body.
Not that bad, but I was never really a big fan of her as an actress. I never thought she was.
I said it. Average. I meant it, and I add more to it before I ever take it back.
As an actress.
How long y'all on? She's no Angela Bassett, but
right
now Angela Bassett is timeless.
She is.
She doesn't age worth a day.
I'm not even. No. I won't even allow myself to talk about her in that light because she's timeless and classy.
Classic. Yeah.
And so, nope. Yeah. Angela Bassett is not allowed. Angela Bassett is not allowed to be in this conversation. Her name does not exist.
Some things you just can't put in this conversation because their looks are just classy and just pure, natural, genuine beauty.
Yeah.
Just can't do nothing about it.
I don't even see beauty when I see Angela Bassett. I just see grace.
Yeah.
I just see grace and a wonderful, underrated actress who deserves more flowers and awards than what she has gotten. She deserves so much more credit than what she has gotten. Mm-hmm. And everybody who has anything to do with the Academy Awards should be ashamed of themselves for not having acknowledged her for the great woman that she is and the great actress and great period. Just overall, she's one of the best actors of our time. Period. What can't she play?
Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
There's nothing she can't play.
No.
She played Tina Turner. She played the mother of the Black Panther. She has been. She runs the spectrum. She's been a police officer. She's now a fire person on 911.
She's a police officer on 911.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Same thing. She's on the show. And she deserves
and she is the executive
more.
producer of that show. Put some
respect on her name.
Everything.
And while we're putting respect on people's name, who goes to me in a category with Angela Bassett, since you brought up Queen Angela Bassett, let me give you one more before we close on out. Oh God, I forgot her name. Just left me just that quick. 227. Come on, help me out. You know what I'm talking about? The Dawn 227. She's also
Regina King.
Regina King.
Yeah.
Regina King.
Yeah, so much love for her.
A lot of love for her.
Put some respect on her name.
Voice acting. Regina King, executive producing, directing now. You know what I mean? Regina King in her bag. And she been in for a long time doing this shit. You know what I mean? Every performance that has always been underrated.
Yeah.
She has never missed yet.
Yeah, she hasn't missed. Yeah. That's the thing with Regina King. She does not miss. She does not miss. Every performance she does is always solid to great.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the movie she has on Netflix called Eric. Was it not Eric? I'm sorry. I gotta look at it now. Hold on, because we just saw this long ago. What's the name of the dog?
Where she played the teacher, the politician. Come on.
And if you haven't seen Trek, here's another one for you.
Shirley,
that's
the story of Shirley Chisholm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Shirley Chisholm. Yeah.
Yes.
Did she play Shirley Chisholm in it?
She did. It's just a phenomenal role.
Right.
And she did not miss. This woman is amazing.
Yeah,
period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to check that out. She played Shirley Chisholm.
I highly recommend. That movie did not get the credit that it deserved, but it's
and
totally
for those who
worth it.
have not seen it, Watch it. Shirley Chisholm. It's on Netflix. It is an outstanding movie. Just period. It shows the excellence of how powerful a black woman can be and how much society and the system tries to stop them from being great. And it's historically accurate to her story. She is an actual figure. If you don't know about Shirley Chisholm, then you absolutely need to watch this movie because it's very historically accurate. And then go do your research and find out the outstanding, widespread impact she had. There would not be a Barack
The Board of
Obama if
Education
there had
would
not been
be
Shirley
what it was
Chisholm.
without her.
As a matter of fact, for everybody who keeps talking about Barack Obama was the first presidential candidate, or you want to talk about Jesse Jackson, no. Shirley Chisholm was. You need to recognize, put some respect on her name. And while you're putting respect on her name, watch the performance that Regina King puts in and then put some respect on her name.
She was also the producer of it.
She produced it, yeah.
Just continues to this woman is just, y'all better start Roman Reigns in these people. Y'all better start acknowledging them because it's ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous out here. Get ridiculous out here. While y'all out here acknowledging Holly Berry and crap, y'all should be acknowledging these great people. Doggone Holly got an Oscar for showing her breasts and letting Billy Bob Thornton ram her. Meanwhile, these great people who have done these outstanding performances have nothing. Forget y'all. Y'all just like ugly. That's what it is. Y'all like ugly.
Oh boy, she ain't gonna never lay that down though.
And she shouldn't. And she shouldn't. Make it feel good. I want to feel good. Make it feel good. Shut up.
Ooh, shit.
Anyhow, it sounds like a great place to close it off with a bunch of Holly Berry hate. I might just change the name of the. I might change the name of the episode from "I Hate Feet" to "Holly Berry Sucks." Either way, it's been a great episode of the Real Talk Podcast.
Oh boy.
I'd like to thank my good friend, my brother, my people, my man. Just if we gonna have him on some more, I want to get him some more practice so he can get on and get ready to do his own podcast. So be on the lookout because Mike Trek Gibbs get ready to have his own stuff going. And while you're getting ready to check his podcast out, that's coming soon, and while you're checking him out more and more on the Real Talk Podcast as a featured guest host, you should be reaching out to him. Because he is a masterful beat maker. The dude is just outstanding at what he does. It's not just the Real Talk, the Real Talk Podcast jingle that he created, which he just did in his sleep. Like that was one of his throwaway beats. Like yeah, you have it. The dude just he does this in his sleep for real. Eats, sleeps, lives, and grinds on the producer board. And if I just wish he had more time to be able to do it. And if y'all would support him, he'd have more time because he could quit his job and go ahead and make this a career like he's supposed to. But we ain't gonna talk about that because if I talk about that, he gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But the dude is outstanding. So if you need beats for anything, if you are an artist, if you have an event that you need some things for, hell, if you got a podcast that you're looking to get a jingle to, give Mike a call. I promise you, it's worth it. Tell the folks where they can find you, sir.
Trek G on SoundCloud, Instagram. Catch me, Michael Gibbs on Facebook. Hit me up anytime, any DMs. Let me know. If you can catch some of my beats on SoundCloud. Like I said, I haven't been doing this very well. It's all on me. I don't make excuses. All this stuff is much as I'm not very good at marketing myself. I just like making the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a music person. You know what I mean? I like making the music. I like doing the stuff. I'm a doer, so I'm not really big on marketing with social media and stuff like that, but I'm working on it. So you catch me, SoundCloud, Trek G. You can hear some of my beats. Like I said, I'm going to start putting up more. I know I keep saying it, but I am going to do it. It's going to happen. SoundCloud, Trek G, Instagram, Trek G, Facebook, Michael Gibbs. Let me know. I'm here. I love making beats. That's where you can find me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as always, to my left, we have the wonderful Queen Philonda. She is also the proprietor, the owner, the founder of Beautiful Styles. She is a personal stylist. She is awesome at what she does. If you need to look good for your event, man, woman, child, or a Holly Berry, you should go ahead and give her a call. She could probably even make Holly Berry look good, and that's a hard thing to do. So give her a call.
I would be honored, Miss Berry, to style you.
I would not be honored, but I sure will take your ugly money.
Stop it.
Hey, sexy red. I might not think you attractive, but I got beat.
Right. Hey, at least she ain't got to worry about no funny business in the studio.
You seem like a cool chick. I don't got nothing up with your personality, but I just don't think you that attractive. But I still got beats.
I don't think she thinks she's attractive. She keeps marking up her face to hide it. But anyhow, so yeah, make sure you check out Philonda right at. Excuse me, I gotta say it like I would like it. Philonda Wright Jones, she married y'all, but go ahead and check her out on all of her social medias to book a free consultation, to talk with her about it. She's gonna start charging for those consultations so she can get. Anyway, I'm gonna leave that alone. Tell them where they can find you at, ma'am.
You can find me at Beautiful Styles on all your platforms, and that's BEYOU to feel at Beautiful Styles.
Did you
Beautiful.
Just say BE?
I know. I'm tired now. It's YOU, Beautiful Styles, on all your social media platforms. I'm sorry. It's 10:42, and I'm trying to get Halle Berry's money.
As long as you don't get Halle Berry's ugly, make sure you wash and launder that money a couple times before you take her money. Touch it with latex gloves. You don't want the ugly to transfer.
Stop it.
Anyhow, as always, I'm your host, Jesse Jones of the Real Talk Podcast. Please make sure to continue this up. Oh, you said OH? He gone now.
No, he gone. I know he's going yeah. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Neither one of them going to be national champions this year, but it doesn't even matter. So go ahead and feel free to check us out on the Real Talk Podcast. We have our Facebook page, the Real Talk Podcast Facebook page, as well as the Real Talk Podcast YouTube channel, as well as be on the lookout for some more great Real Talk interviews coming up. I got some people lined up and getting some things in order so I can make sure these interviews go real well. Come on, check us out. The Real Talk Podcast is expanding like you ain't never seen. I promise you. What I'm getting ready to start doing, as soon as I get the opportunity, I'm going to wind up sponsoring a couple of podcasts, and maybe Mike Gibbs might be one of the first podcasts to join the Real Talk Podcast Network, because I'm trying to make this thing work. I'm making it do what it do, baby. I promise you, it's going to be what it is. So no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing, y'all know my motto: do yourself a favor and always keep it real. This has been a Real Talk Podcast. Thanks for listening.
This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk, Real Talk. This is Real Talk. Real Talk Radio. This is Real Talk. High Praise Ministries presents Real Talk, Real Talk, Real Talk.